But we'll try it. We'll see what happens. Sorry, but hey everyone. I am still trying to prop my desk. My screen is a little bit floppy. A little more than I'd like, so excuse me while it's bumping here, because I am on this standing desk. Now doing some rearranging. In fact, I think that's going to make it tilted, but oh well, we'll stick with it for now. I'm just trying to stop because I have a habit, everybody. How's it going? I have this habit of getting a little excited, and I touch this thing a lot. And it does move, as you can see. I like the standing desk. I like to move. I get a choice between making my knees hurt because I stand like this, I start to lock my knees, or if I sit, my back hurts real bad. So, But how's it going, everyone? Oh, man. I'm gonna do this quick. Hey, it works. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, dude, don't you be talking to me. All right, so we are gonna talk a little bit tonight, but like I said, I'm gonna try to contain myself and chit-chat for a little bit. I've been told, don't just go hot because people don't want to go back and watch later. I get it. Okay. So, here I am. Sorry, I was doing some yard work, coming inside. I tell you what, I don't know about where you're at, but it's a little colder today than I like. We had that cold air come through with like 40, 50 mile an hour winds, and it was a little bit frisky. So then we got a little snow, but thankfully it was blowing so hard almost nothing stuck. But today I think our high had been like 35. It was a decent amount of wind. And everything's still frozen. It got pretty dang cold last night, so hopefully wherever you're at, it's a little warmer. And a Florida snowman, if you're come in here, I don't want to hear it, bud. And Mr. Miles, if you come in from California, don't want to hear it. That's all there is to it. But yeah, sorry, I got my screen kiltered when I was trying to... Sorry. Trying to move that. That should be a little better. Okay. But we are going to talk about... We're going to talk about a few things tonight. As soon as that stops bothering me, sorry, I'm a little OCD about some things. And my TV light went white. And it just out of the corner of my eye. Hang on. There. Sorry, that bugged me. Oh, no. No. What are you doing? Just stay there. Don't do anything. Sorry there, guys. Like I said, I just come in from working on the house, working in the yard, threw some sweats on. Done. But yeah, we're going to talk about a few things tonight. One, we're going to start off with the whole, have the Democrats lost their minds? Because Al Green's stunt the other day in the during Trump's speech was nuts. But what happened today in Congress, it's no better. Then we're going to also go from that is, have the leftists lost their minds so much that it's just going to be, are they edging towards insanity and violence? So we're going to talk about that. And also we're going to mention maybe a little bit about Megan Rapinoe and her latest picks, because, oof, what the hell? I think kind of leftism is a disease there is what we should be thinking. And also a little bit, the left was using the 13-year-old kid that wouldn't stand up and clap for him in Trump's speech. They were going off about it afterwards. The dad had a response to Rachel Madcow. He's not happy. Woohoo! So yeah, just a few things we're going to go over. Then we'll always, as we do, surf through a little bit of X-Twitter, whatever, and see what the hell is up over there. Because, wahoo! There is plenty over there to always look at. All right, let's see here. Sorry, a little bit of caffeine there. But yeah, I mean, I don't think things are getting any better. I am happy, though. 3 days. 3 days. We changed the clocks. If you're where they don't do that, hey, good on you. But I'll tell you what, most every American I know, sorry, I'm mushing my little box that's holding my screen up. I'm trying to level it. Well, almost every American I know is tired of it. We like to just leave the clocks to get as much daylight in the evening as possible. And I know, oh, booga booga, people like booga booga. Kids might go to school in the dark. They're getting off school in the dark now. And during the winter sometimes, you stay a couple minutes late for anything, you're going home in the dark. So, I don't know. They tested it once when I was a kid, and it didn't. Nobody had problems. We all survived. So I don't know. But that is what they are. Some places are looking at getting rid of it. I really wish they would. I'm tired of this clock crap. So he's like, just by the time you get your body rhythm right, we change the clocks again. It's fun if you have multiple animals, because their tummy only knows, hey, this is feeding time. They don't go, oh, okay, you change the clocks. So yeah. All right, everybody, we are going to head on in right now. We're going to watch the Democrats start having their meltdowns. Going to manually shrink me. I am done with the whole hotkey crap. I'm not playing around with it. So, here we are. Over here at the BBC. Oh, yeah, BBC. Let me check myself. I'm out of the way. Yes, I am. BBC. Watch. Moment Democrat Al Green sings to protest his censure. Yeah, this is stupid. This is just dumb. And I don't know about the volume on this. I haven't checked this one. But let's see how this plays out. This is just peak stupidity.
By its adoption of House Resolution 189, the House has resolved that Representative Al Green be censured, that Representative Al Green forthwith present himself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure, and that Representative Al Green be censured with public reading of this resolution by the Speaker.
That's as loud as I can turn it, but I don't know if what you guys hear. They're singing, "We will overcome." This is stupid. We shall overcome. Dude, you lost the election. Where are the vaunted Democrats screaming about democracy? Democracy, democracy. We protect democracy. You fucking lost. You lost the damned election. You know, I've said this a couple times, but I'm really tired of this. I don't want to hear the word democracy come out of another fucking Democrat's mouth for at least a decade. You guys don't give a shit about democracy. Not a shit. You lost an election. You lost it badly. Sit the fuck down and do what's right for the American people. I don't care. Say you have to agree with everything Trump does. But Jesus, when you're at the point where you can't cheer for a cancer patient child, people who got hurt by trans athletes, our soldiers, cops, a man who threw himself on his family to save their lives, when you can't stand and cheer for that, and you're going to pull shit like this here, this is mean you do not give a rat's ass about democracy. Democracy is the last damned thing on your minds.
The House has come to order. The House has come to order.
Okay.
The House has come to order. Clear the well, please. Clear the well. The House has to continue its business.
Just stupid. This is what we pay these people for? Democrats, if you voted for these people, are you really okay with this? Is this what you sent your reps there to do?
Pursuant to Clause 12A of Rule 1, the House will stand in recess subject to the call of the chair.
How about stand and remove them? That's what I like. I like remove them. Why are we not removing these people? Send in the sergeant at arms again. Pull these friggin' people out. It's stupid. It's stupid. It just is. Let's see here. What was I looking for? Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. But no, there's so much of this. And then you got on this chick over here. Sorry. Yes, I do speak old school a little bit. Unhinged Democrat Rep Melanie Stansbury melts down in profanity-laced tirade during House Oversight Committee hearing. What the hell? What is wrong with you people? Hey, some jackass like me mouthing off and cussing, fine. But when you're trying to get the job done, when I was at work, when I'm doing my job, when I'm running a business, when I'm dealing with customers, when I'm working, sometimes when I'm working on a car, oh yeah, you get some profanity under the hood. But what are these? These are people supposed to be so amazing and better than us. On Wednesday, Rep. Melanie Stansbury, New Mexico, provided yet another example of her desire to score cheap political points through childish stunts rather than focusing on America's safety. During a House Oversight Committee hearing on sanctuary cities, which are illegal, arrest everybody doing this crap. Done. Stansbury launched a profanity-filled tirade rather than asking poignant questions of the failed mayors of sanctuary cities testifying before the committee. According to Stansbury, President Trump's efforts to remove not saying that word, child interferers, murderers, and other violent illegals from our streets is absolute bullshit, she said. That one I can say. It's a dance on YouTube. You got a dance monkey to be on here. I always think we should sage this room after these hearings because we hear a lot of crazy stuff in here. She's saying, like, wave something around and get the stink out. Our mayors are sitting here enduring this ridiculous hearing as they've been threatened in front of the American people because they're breaking frickin' laws. This is the stupidity right here. They are breaking the laws. You aren't supposed to be hiding people here illegally. That is stupid. You're breaking law. You're interfering with the federal government immigration. You know, this is also just as stupid as, which is funny because Democrats then will bitch. If any state, city, county wants to have a Second Amendment protection zone, you can't do that. Federal government. But sanctuary cities, not the same. Oh yeah? Because the Second Amendment is like right way at the top. You're supposed to be fucking with that. It says federal government constitution shall not be, shall not be abridged. What the hell, folks? So, it's the hypocrisy. It's not hypocrisy. They don't care. They have no beliefs. They are not making America safer again, and what they are doing is terrorizing immigrant families. Illegal immigrants. Is what they are doing. Explain how they're not making, right now, okay, she actually says, I gotta listen to this, because if she actually says this part here, she says that out loud, yet then says that it's not making anybody safer, that is peak stupidity. I mean, I can't even go into how stupid that would be if that's what she's doing. I mean, holy crap. So let's take a quick listen here.
It's total bullshit. Absolute bullshit. They are not making America safer again, and what they are doing is terrorizing immigrant families. That is what they are doing. Parents who are afraid to send their kids to school.
Good.
Parents who are afraid that they won't come home again.
Good.
Kids who are afraid to leave their houses. Refugees who have waited for years to come into this country. And our mayors are sitting here enduring this ridiculous hearing.
Okay, so where's the part where I'm supposed to feel bad? Okay, she didn't say this part here, but the whole fact is we know that right now only people they're going after are the people listed like that. The violent criminal ones here, which I think is too light. I think if they want their numbers boosted up, go after all of them. All of them. Which is something I want to show you here in a little bit. Christy Nome did a video or two warning people. Like, I like that. And I really hope that's where we go with this. But this is stupid. Democrats are just losing it. There's nothing. I mean, she knows for a fact that right now we're just going after the criminals. And they can't even do that. They can't cheer a kid. They can't cheer injured people. Can't cheer people who lost their lives protecting their family. Can't cheer for removing people that interfere with children. Can't cheer with things that make things maybe better for the American people. They are the height of insanity. So yeah, this is just gone nuts. And then I ask, how insane are they? Well, we're starting to see a lot of this. 7 Tesla charging stations torched near Boston. Ooh. The fires, which police said were intentionally set, are the latest in a series of attacks against Elon Musk's company. Yeah, you can just a quick search. If I pulled up my search history, holy crap, the Latin Times. Okay, hang on here with me, because I laughed at the picture. I admit to a little stereotype laughing here. But tell me what you think. Comment below. Tell me what you think of this picture. That's what they use. Authorities reported 44 stolen tires on Valentine's Day, with the thieves having attempted to steal the tires off a 12th vehicle as well. Now, the reason I'm laughing is car up on blocks, Latin times. Yeah, you can, I'm a bad person. I get it. But just the juxtaposition there is just like, oh, the optics. Thanks, guys. Hey, Shameless, how you doing? Welcome. How is it going up north, man? You guys gotta stop sending us that stupid cold weather. Keep it up there. Tell your village idiot to keep it on your side of the border. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm happy. We're gonna have upper 60s coming up in about 3-4 days. It gets cold. It's gonna start getting out of here. We're gonna have upper 60s for 3-4 days. Oh, it's gonna be gorgeous. Gorgeous. How are you doing tonight, Shameless? Yeah, but yeah, I don't know what you heard, but I was going through some of Democrat insanity, but this is just funny to me. I laughed. I don't know where you came in, but Latin Times has a picture of a car up on blocks. I mean, come on. You can't, those are bad optics, Latin Times. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe it's just, people bad. I'm a bad person, whatever. But it's just horrible. Oh, Lord loves a duck. That is too much. Stealing tires from a Tesla. The funny thing is, okay, let me help here. Tesla rims, well, I think they have a different bolt pattern. I don't know, like some cars do. But it's a Tesla rim. They're pretty standoutish. A lot of times they have Tesla ground into them. So what do you drive? You see somebody driving out in a Honda Civic with Tesla rims or a Jeep Grand Cherokee lowered down to Tesla rims on it. Come on. This is stupid. But this is what lefties are doing. They are ramping up the violence. And you may think, oh, this is no big deal, starting with Tesla and burning charging stations. But the stupidity of it is driving me nuts. And this one here, Oregon man accused of throwing Molotov cocktails at Tesla dealership in Salem. You can find Tesla vehicles, dealerships, vehicles. People, random vehicles driving around with Teslas are getting their Teslas, attacked, damaged, vandalized. It's stupid. This is dumb. It's just pure stupidity. I don't understand this. This is peak left. Proves lefts may be going insane. Supposedly they love the planet. They love the greens. Well, okay, let me help you here. How is burning all these plastics? How good is that for the economy? I'm just asking there. Stop asking me to subscribe. I hate that crap. But seriously, how is that helping anything? Where is that gonna do anything for the environment? And I thought you loved your greeny cars. Me electrics. I love the trees. Until somebody pisses me off politically, then fuck Mother Earth. Gaia can die. I mean, that seems to be what they're saying. Suddenly, oh my God, I hate my electrics. You have no beliefs. You're insane. I just think they're losing their damned minds. I found in my searches, this is happening in Germany, UK, France, attacking Tesla. They're not even involved in our politics over here. They're not even part of our Democrat or left side. It's sheer stupidity from lefties in general. This is the left. No matter what country you live in, they're insane. They're nuts. I mean, what in the fuck do people in France, lefties in France, drive around their little Teslas? Oui, live in the city. You know, I don't know, wrong accent, but you know. What do those people have to do with Doge? Nothing. This whole shit started here in America because of Doge. Just because of he's connected to Trump. Trump hate Doge, so we burn shit. So we hate our Teslas. We hate the environment. So what the fuck is wrong with France, Germany, UK, all these other countries where it's happening? It's leftism. Leftism is a freaking disease. To me, that just proves it. Leftism is a disease. They'll attack anything. They don't care. They do not care. TDS is global. It is. See, I still think in America it's definitely TDS. There may be some TDS overseas. I think it's just leftism. Leftism, far leftism, is a disease. You're near the center, you're right, a little left. No, it's those crazy fuckers over there that I can't see with the Hubble telescope. They've gone so far left. Those are the lunatics. My God, you get the brand new, what's that new one up there? Like the Magellan super duper telescope makes the Hubble look like a little monocular I carry it around, and that it's almost useless compared to this thing. They can't see the lefties are so nuts out there. How in the name of shit? I just don't get it. So yeah, this person arrested. I mean, come on, some of these people they're arresting how do you know they're lefties? This person uses they, them, zimzer. They say it's a biological male that says they're a woman. I think that pretty much covers it. You mix that with firebombing things, So yeah, this is just dumb. Someone throwing Molotov cocktails on 2 separate occasions. So he wasn't even smart enough not to go back. What the hell? Okay, so yeah, Tesla's one thing. And I only bring it up just because it's just a simple, very public showing of leftist insanity. Along with them singing here when Al Green gets censured. And this is peak stupidity. Hey,
House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure.
They all planned it.
Representative Al Green be censured with public reading of this resolution by the
Speaker. I don't know why it went black on me. But yeah, you can see that. Every one of these people should be booted out of here. But no, what's he do? He lets them do it. They won't leave, so he ends session.
The House will come to order clear.
And watch this. He won't do nothing. And they end.
Pursuant to Clause 12A of Rule 1, the House will stand in recess subject to the call of the chair.
No. You see, we sent all these people here to do a fucking job. You don't get to close down the business for the whole country is what they just did. These assholes standing there closed down business for America. You guys all bitch about, oh my God, Trump's got to cut Social Security, or what are you going to do to fix this? We need this. None of that shit is getting done, lefties. You just stopped anything from getting done. You stopped, your lefty idiots there just stopped themselves from being able to argue against stuff, put bills up, be able to vote against something. I mean, come on, there's a slim margin for the GOP. No matter what's going on today, you guys might have had some wins there. But now you destroyed that. You stopped business for the people. So don't tell me about democracy ever again. I do not hate our democracy. I swear to you gods, for 10 years I'm a Democrat. They just stood here and halted democracy against the will of the American people who overwhelmingly voted for what's going on right now. But nope, not democracy when we don't like it. Assholes. Just assholes. James Webb Space Telescope. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. This is the best they have, yeah. They don't care about that. It's all about them, not the country. Yeah. Greenie shit goes out. Half the greenies march anywhere wearing leather shoes, and got the rubber and plastics all over them, and got their smartphones and their Yapple. They love Apple. Lefties love Apple so much. It's like it comes from a factory where people were committing so many suicides. They put nets around this thing. Was it Foxconn or whatever? They put nets around it. People were jumping. It was better to jump out of a 12-story window than make your damn cell phone. But you're like, I got my Apple. Yay. And these same lefties are the ones like, oh my God, you're using the 6-month-old version of Apple? I got the 27G 2.0 new model. I'm not going to have an Apple product that is more than 3 months old. Holy gods. How do you make it work with that? Dude, that's where I think Android people are a little smarter. I'm using a Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. My wife's got a 9. These things work amazing. I don't need the newest greatest. I don't need the Samsung A23, whatever it is now. This works fine. It does great. Yeah, my wife, dogs, hey, whatever. Does everything I need to do, and it's pretty waterproof. I like that. Tested that on accident. But yeah, it is all about power. I think you're wrong a little bit there, Shameless. I think it's all about power. They want power. They are arrogant. They've never been told no. This is the everybody gets a trophy generation grown up. These people were never grounded, never spanked, never heard word no. They were told they were the center of the universe. They all got participation trophies. And now they think that everything that flows out of their mouth is the fucking goose laid the golden egg. They think they are just so amazing. That's why lefties walk around acting arrogant. That's why they walk around calling Trump supporters. Or even people who just in the offense. You're a dumbass. You're idiots. It's so stupid. They walk around pissing on the poor people who are working to make the country go. You are mad at some guy who's a roofer, a framer, a sheetrocker, an auto mechanic, a contractor, a plumber. When half these guys do shit that these people, one, physically could never do, two, technologically could never do, and three, run a business. Tons of people I know that are mechanics, plumbers, roofers, sheetrockers, own their own business, their own small business. It's a lot to run a business. These lefties haven't done any of that and couldn't do that. They have no clue. But they want to call us all stupid. They act like, high and mighty. Everybody gets trophy generation. They needed to have been spanked, sent to bed without dinner, not have all their game system, cell phone, internet, and crap in their room. They needed to go outside and play once in a while. This is why they think that if you disagree with them, it hurts them physically. They feel they are justified to punch you in the face for verbally disagreeing with them because they feel pain of disagreement because they've never had it. It hurts to them. And they feel it's valid. Oh, how dare you disagree with me? My mommy and daddy told me everything comes out of my ass is rainbow farts and Skittles. Everything I spout is beautiful. My poop doesn't stink. I know everything. Everything I say is amazing. And now when somebody goes, that's not amazing, that's stupid, it physically hurts them. And they lash out like little children they are. And that's a problem. It is a big problem. Did you see how pissed they got when Trump took away security clearances? Yeah. It's a major loss of power. Once again, how in the name... Now, which security clearances are you talking about? That took away Obama's? Why do we have presidents that have been out of office for a decade or more, or 2 decades, 3 decades, still have security clearances? I understand there may be a certain level of security because of things they've seen. Things these people have seen. So maybe a little. But when you're one of the 51 intel agencies, one of those people who lied about the Trump Russia and the Hunter laptop, fuck no. If you are somebody who's doing illegal shit, you're a lawyer who got given access to go after Trump illegally, they broke laws. I do not understand that. It is power, 100% power. Bolton, that guy, man. He is the very definition of a swamp creature. Thing is, so is, come on, Bill Barr. You look at Bill Barr. Bill Barr's family is family swamp creature. He is dirty himself. Trump made some mistakes. Trump listened to the wrong people when he brought in people in his first administration. That is nutso to me. I do not understand. Well, I do. He didn't know. He went in fresh to this. He wasn't a lifetime politician. He thought these people would be good, and they weren't. He was told, hey, these will work with you. Most of them stabbed him in the back. That's why right now he's got people around him that are better. We hope. Pam Bondi, watching you. We better start hearing some shit the next week. Something's got to be, come on. Got to get some stuff out there. How about just drop the JFK stuff? 60 plus years. Jeez. What do we need to go through? Yeah, security clearances are stupid. We overdo security clearances for people. There's people that shouldn't have them. I mean, how do you think during Trump's first administration we had so many leaks? Too many people had security clearances. It was just dumb. Now, going along with the violence thing, and Democrats losing their mind, and I always love the narrative. The right are the violent ones. It's the right-leaning people. You got to worry about them coming out of the fences wearing their sheets and tiki torches. When that was proven false. the ones standing with the tiki torches and dressed in sheets at one time were lefties. They were paid. Just stupid. I mean, come on. And what do they use for their whole premise? Say it with me, everybody. J6. Okay. But you throw them back. What about the whole summer love riots? And don't tell me that was about George Floyd. George Floyd was an excuse they used. Well, George Floyd. Oh, Black Lives Matter. You don't want to be a racist and attack us. That's when racism still meant something to people. Still bothered if you were called a racist. It was not about George Floyd. There were more Antifa people out there. Well, I'm Antifa. I'm anti-fascist. I can call myself Scooby fucking Doo. Doesn't mean I'm Scooby Doo. I rose by any other name. Come on. Still just as horny. Wow, that's crazy. That's not supposed to come through. Huh. I got that on silent. Hey, Ray, what is up? He didn't have the insight in his first term. Agreed. Trump was an outsider, which is one of the downsides of being an outsider. He came in. God, he knew the swamp was there, but he didn't know how deep, didn't know where it started. He thought he had people he could trust. Now he found out if they're already in the swamp, don't trust them. That's why this time, if you look at the people he's chosen, and this is why they're throwing a fit. This is almost like what Shameless said a little bit ago about throwing a fit with the loss of the security clearances. They're throwing a fit now because Trump's not bringing in people already in the swamp. He's bringing in people from outside, and that is causing them to shit themselves. That is a decimation of deep state swamp power. It decimates it. In fact, it's one of the biggest decimations of their power ever. And they've been able to roll these people through for decade and decade and decade. Family members, relatives, whatever else. Somebody who always getting that money from USAID, you know? I mean, that's how half these people in the deep state, you look at their pay, which some of their pay is bigger than what Congress gets. That says a lot. But these people, let's say they're making $150,000, $200,000 a year, but somehow they come out multi-millionaires too. Well, how'd that happen? So yeah, he didn't have the insight, but he does now. That's why he brought in Cash. Pam, we'll see. Well, I'm hoping for Pam. That's why he brought in Pete Hegseth. That's why he brought in Tulsi. He knew. Maybe she was kind of swamp, but she got up there and got right up to the edge of the swamp and said, whoa, fuck that. The swamp hammered her. She found out what the swamp was. RFK, remember, he found out what the swamp was, and he admitted that's what turned him. He's like, holy shit, I got to see what they really were. And Tulsi tried. She was telling the Democrats, stop doing this. You're going to turn me and other people against you. And they didn't. You got to stick with the cult. Yeah, you did. I couldn't go. My lungs were not doing real good that day. Yeah. Yeah, he trusted his advisors, who unfortunately were swamp creatures. He thought he'd get in there and play ball, play nice. If he played nice, they wouldn't go after him. And yet they went against him. His own people he was told to choose went against him. They were swamp. So now he cleaned house and did it himself. Boy, I almost got that light too high, don't I? Oof. But yeah, I think he cleaned it up. I'm going to see if I can turn that down a little. Let me know if that's any better. Almost like guy's washing me out a little bit there. But yeah, it's craziness. So now after we looked at the Tesla stuff, then once again, that's not the biggest thing. They use this thing, right-leaning, J6, violent J6. And like I was saying earlier, you go after them you go, what about the Summer of Love? Well, that was because of George Floyd. It doesn't matter what it was. It's you lefties marching, burning shit down, and burning shit down in your own area. So how was that fixed? If it was about George Floyd and racism, how is burning down tons of shit in blacks' neighborhoods better? No, it was just a free shopping spree for TVs, alcohol, and everything you wanted. That's all it was. It had nothing to do with George Floyd. George was an excuse. These people were paid. They were Soros people. Come on. There were pallets of bricks nicely wrapped left in the middle of streets. There were trucks full of signs, equipment, gas masks. Yeah, that seems very organic, to use a nice lefty word. That was set up. They took over areas of multiple cities, declared themselves separate, had firearms. People got killed. No. Good grief. I don't know how my stuff's getting through. It's probably because it's my family, and they're the ones I have marked to go through, so sorry about that. My brother's supposed to be taking care of that today, so that's why I'm not answering, even if it is my dad, because that's what my brother's supposed to be doing today. So, too bad. But Soros' son got a medal from Biden. Yeah! What was it, like the Medal of Freedom? And even some Democrats at the time were going, oh, that's a bad look. That's a bad look. When you have a few Democrats going, oh, no. You just gave everybody center and right a view into what the hell's going on. They're all looking at Soros' son going, what the fuck does this asshole do? What this guy did nothing. And they knew it. Even people who were normies are going, who's this asshole? We don't know this guy. You know what? When you give somebody the Medal of Freedom, a lot of times, even a normie has an idea who that person is. Like, oh, okay, maybe heard them somewhere. But George Soros, his son, people are going, who the fuck is this guy? But once again, do not let them ever, I said this last night, and I'm going to hammer this on almost every video I do. When they say J6, you say May 28th. And when they act like they don't know what it is, you remind them. Because lefties are stupid. They look at headlines. They let themselves be memory hold that. And the problem is so many right-leaning people are. A lot of right-leaning big pundits should be talking about May 28th ad nauseum. So we've always had lefty stuff. People got killed in all those lefty riots. And the thousands assaulted, injured for life. $2 billion property damage, by the way, is the minimum. All that is the insured number. You look at the uninsured numbers or the stuff that the insurance didn't cover, it's another billion plus. That is an insane amount of damage. But J6. So yeah. And now I saw on Piers Morgan tonight, this chicky poo lefty was arguing how, well, J6, yes, huh? Brian Sitnick did too die because of J6. He died the next day because of injuries. I go, no. And somebody on the panel was saying, no. The coroner's examination actually says he died of natural causes. And she goes, well, it's because of what happened to J6. So it was a stroke. He'd had problems before. His health was not perfect. He'd had problems. So when the medical examiner said he died of natural causes, a stroke, hey, by the way, this is a medical examiner that had every right to help the government, every reason to help the government in their cases. He's kind of a lefty. So he could have really hammered it, but he had medical ethics. Good on him. But if you go look up Brian Sitnick and you can find some of the information about his medical records, it's out there. He had health problems. His family came out and said he died of a health problem. But this chick is still arguing it. Nuts. J6 was a total setup. Yes. Shameless says, do not think this stuff through. No. Democrats are about feelings over facts. Where Ben Shapiro said, facts don't care about your feelings. It's one of the best things Ben actually did say. Not a big fan of Daily Wire, but Ben does make good points at times. But Democrats and lefties are about the other thing. Especially the far left. They are about feelings over facts. And they actually will say to you, well, my feelings don't care about your facts. That is why if you disagree with them, they feel physical pain and will punch you. Yeah. So it's crazy. I wonder if he took the vax. I have no idea. I have no idea. I know I got off that train. I got off that train a long time ago. And I have a lung condition. I was screaming about that. But no, so lefties are doing tons of violence. We know every time we see something, some crazy shooter, some crazy person that's trans, they're all lefties. But they want to act like they still spout this crap about right side violence. Stupid. It's the left that's always getting violent. The left that won't let you talk. There's a woman who does Liberty Hangout, is her YouTube channel. Goes around in places. She has to have protection now. But people always sticking steins in her face. James Klug, he goes to these protests and tries to talk to people. They throw stuff on him and do stuff. There is no talking to them. They are inherently violent because they are ruled by their little spoiled brat, everybody gets a trophy feelings. So yeah. Yeah, shameless. See, that's the thing. There have been Harvard study. I think it was a Harvard study, Yale, and some other studies come out in the last 4 or 5 years. And they all said that people on the right and center get their news and information from a big source pool. They get it from center, right, left, all the above. And they also know a lot of facts. Those same studies also showed that people on the left, even pretty close to the center, and they're clear far down, what do they watch? Just left leaning, by far. They never even look at the right. And you'll hear that if you talk to them. You go, well, what about this? Well, but here's the full video of what Trump actually said. I don't need to see that. I saw what MSNBC said. Nope, I don't need to see that. I don't need to see that. Nope. They won't even look. Hell, I don't trust everything that I hear on any of the news. I go look myself. Watch congressional hearings. Watch Trump's full speeches live or listen to live on my headphones. The left does not know facts. Facts hurt to them. It's that feelings thing again. Feelings over facts. Facts hurt them. So they don't want to know them. They don't even care. You can show them Trump did not say good people on both sides in Charlottesville, and they will not look at it because they cannot accept that they are wrong or that there are facts here that they don't want to see. They're going to hurt them. Yes, exactly, Shameless. I mean, you got to. I mean, that's why me and a lot of other people, I mean, tonight I got a lot of right-leaning stuff up here. But if you notice, I got the BBC. I got a lot of left I've always look at. Hell, the stream the other night, almost every source was lefty. You got to read to know your Sun Tzu, know your enemy, something like that. But yeah, this is over Brookings. And this is just one of the things from lately. January 29, 2025, what we learned from the People's March about attitudes towards political violence. Now, I think Brookings is behind the times here. Because anybody with common sense knows the violence is on the left. When you got senators and congressmen like, get in their faces, tell them they're not welcome. You're gonna leave. I mean, come on. On January 18th, 2025, a coalition of progressive, I don't like pop-ups on my screen if I'm not looking at it, of progressive groups organized the People's March in Washington, D.C. Although the march was much smaller than the first Women's Day March in 2017. Wonder why? Because even in January 18th, Trump was already threatening the USAID stuff right away. I thought they were worried. Trump's just got in office. Shit, what's going to happen? Let's see. Which is the second largest day. We don't care about that. It still drew at least 100,000 activists to the city. A lot of them paid. They were bussed in. Soros money. Solidarity actions took place in every state in the U.S., with over 200 events registered on the events action map. An action map. As expected, they go through and talk about it. Many are wearing pink pussy hats, yada yada. But now here, let's see. I'm trying to find where he talked to him. Oh, participants. One of the main findings in my book from the resistance to the first Trump administration was that resistance groups channeled their outrage in the streets into resistance at the ballot box. No, they didn't. The resistance of the ballot, we're not even going to the ballot box. Their outrage was in the streets. $2 to $4 billion in damage, at least 36 dead, thousands injured. Yeah, I think they channeled a lot of it in the streets, bud. Let's see, I'm trying to catch up. He reported today. Oh, here. A third of the participants at the People's March, 33% reported they believed that because things have gotten so far off track in their little minds, remember, these are minds that aren't even on track, Americans may have to resort to violence in order to save our country. Now imagine if any march of right-leaning or center people, libertarians let's say, said that. If 33% said that, holy shit. CNN, MSNBC, NBC, you name it, would be going knucking futs right now. They'd lose their friggin' minds. Now think of it this way. If 33% he talked to admitted to it, how many weren't admitting to it? No, I don't believe in violence, as they're tucking the Rambo knife behind their back or making sure their Antifa mask is all around their face with their little ninja face. So yeah, it's stupidity. Exactly, you have to, but they don't think so, Shameless, about watching stuff. They don't think that way. They think, once again, they're in a cult. One of the things Dems are good at is organizing, but their message and policies suck. Yeah, Well, okay, organizing is easy because humans, we have a thing for drama. And it is easier for us to hate. Hey, Star Wars, watch the dark side. It's easy to fall into the dark side. The dark side is enticing. The dark side is intoxicating. The dark side calls you in with power. It takes moral strength, like Luke had, to resist the dark side. These people do not have the moral fortitude, strength, willpower, intelligence to resist the dark. They're drawn to it like moths to a flame. It's easy. They feel they're part of something. And they feel, once again, validated that they're telling everybody what to do. Everybody should listen to me. Mommy and Daddy told me. Skittles and rainbow farts coming out of my mouth. I'm a unicorn, man. Actually, half of them probably think they're unicorns. So organizing is easy when you hate. It really is. It's the dark side. But 33% say it's okay. And you can find interviews. People in the street talking to people, not just at this march, but others, saying, well, you know, we may have to, but my God, if a right-leaning person said that, holy shit. There's a channel on YouTube called Heavy Duty Country. He talks about some of these lefties threatening violence at times. And he's like, oh, you don't want to go down that road. You do not. So, yeah. This percentage is in stark contrast to the 18% of Americans who reported believing that political violence may be necessary in 2024. Now, Americans, he's saying lefties. These are lefties. Come on, be a little more honest there, Brookings. You're talking about the left. This proportion of the crowd is also much higher than the 21% of American population, which is political violence may be necessary to save our democracy, when we field a nationally represented survey of the general public with YouGov during the week before the 2024 election. So now you know why that is. You know why it's gone up? Because they were lied to by the media. So many of these lefties were surprised, not only that they lost the 24 election, that they lost so fucking bad. All these news agencies and pundits were up there. I know Kamala's going to win. She's going to win big. It's going to be a rout. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, yes, queen. Then not only did she lose, she lost horrendously. These people are all fucking surprised. That's what turned some people to the center or right. They went, what the fuck? You all told us this was going to go amazingly, and it was horrendous. You lied to us. There's no way these people thought she was actually going to win. So now these same idiots are wandering around going, Trump must have done something bad. He had to do something bad. Yeah. As non-American looking from outside, I sometimes just do not understand how people get sucked into their message. Yeah, it's a fact. They do. And honestly, anybody around me knows I may get into my side and my dogma, but I also self-check all the time. Hell, I'll drive my wife, I'll drive people around me nuts, telling them something, and they go, why are you telling me that? You seem fine. Because I want to make sure I don't fall into this. I want to self-check, make sure I'm still level. I want to make sure I have people around me always watching. I have definite beliefs of one thing or another. But I'm also making sure I'm not discounting stuff on the other side that is real. And I always self-check. In fact, I've been told too much at times. But, and I would probably save a little time if I wasn't always self-checking as much. But hey, at least I'm not falling into this category. So we see here that these people are going nuts. He just delves into more of the numbers. And it's, overwhelmingly voted for Harris. Duh. And this is 33% that answered it openly to a guy in public that, they're thinking it might be okay. Shit. So you take 33%. Let's say, to be nice, there's probably another 5 to 10. And that's probably conservative of these lefties that think it's okay. So you're probably talking 38 to 40 plus %. That is why we're seeing violence everywhere. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We are heading into warm weather soon. And I worry we are primed for another summer of love. And I am a person that has my Trump Vance sign out front still. And I got a big American flag in my backyard with a Trump flag up under it. I do worry. But we have protections here in multiple layers. We have furry and lead protection, if you know what I mean. We have fishing lures. So yeah, I think it would be a big mistake, but I do worry now. I mean, after the people flipping me off and screaming at me the other day at the grocery store as I saw my Trump van sticker in the back of my truck, people are a little weird. I've caught some people getting a little mouthy with me in places lately. I mean, I haven't seen that in a long time because I wear a Trump hat since the first election when people were attacking me during the first Trump administration because I wore my hat and physical altercations. It's been really peaceful until lately. Things are getting weird. Things been getting weird. Shameless, I am going to also add something to your comment. Suckered in, I don't think they're suckered. I think they go in willingly. They are easily led to hate. Hate is an easy thing. Once again, Star Wars. Hate is easy. I admit, I've struggled with hate on certain things. Certain friends who've absolutely screwed me over, and I've tried to let it go. But man, there's some things in life, it's hard. Hard not to hate. And I will say this, not all the time is some level of hate a bad thing. Sometimes it protects us from making dumb mistakes again. Yeah, so I'm not saying it's all bad, but don't get sucked into it and swallowed up by it like these people. The UK did that and called it Operation Fear. So UK voted to exit Brexit, prey on the stupid. I think Brexit was actually a good thing for the UK. The European Union is a clusterfuck. The European Union is one of the reasons they are buried in immigrants. Because it's open borders. The European Union has brought in tons of people and buried everybody. Whole countries have lost their culture. There are countries still in the European Union who have told the European Union go F themselves. They've put up fences, they've booted people, they've closed the borders, no more people coming in, because they were losing themselves. Too bad the UK doesn't have people smart enough. Oh, by the way, I am going to respond to something. When Urbexy was in here talking last night, don't want to throw him under the bus since he's not here, but I did a lot of research. He was talking about, we don't get anything from Russia. He's right that they have reduced it a lot, but they do still get 4% of their nat gas and 9% of their oil from Russia. And they do get some other stuff from Russia. Personally, I think if you hate Russia so much, you're considering going to war against Russia, you should be buying zero. But they have reduced it a lot. But when you're getting 9% of your oil from Russia, that's a lot of money that you could be spending with your ally. So, yeah. I did research it. Like I said, I'm not echo chamber. I go and look. And I spent time on that last night. I was up late. So I ended up making my other video I made last night that nobody watched. Tiny YouTube channel. It's hard to ever get traction. It's like tonight. I barely have anybody here. There's a few lurkers I can see on the studio over here. There's a few lurkers. But last night we had a lot of people. Tonight, not much. It's YouTube. When you're a tiny channel, man, sometimes they put you out there, sometimes they don't. So, okay. But no, I did go look. I just want you guys to know I'm not an echo chamber. But this is crazy, and I am worried that we're heading towards stupidity. I'm worried this summer things are going to get violent. These people are getting crazier. And the leftists in Congress, with all their antics, are stirring it up. Yeah, I'm drinking two different things. The warm coffee is good for my throat. But yeah, they're stirring it up. And I think they know what they're doing. I really do. They know they're going to cause violence. I mean, geez, some of these people were out there calling for violence before. So, yeah, the EU is a big problem, and I think the UK leaving was actually good for them. It's autonomy, and if they can just get rid of the crazy lefties in their friggin' government and get back and start getting their country back. There is nothing wrong with keeping your cultural identity. I don't care what color you are. Why is it only white countries can't have cultural identity? To me, that is racist. Whites are the minority in the world as it is. But hey, the Asian people, the Browns people, the really Browns people, the semi-Browns people, they can all have cultural identity. They can all protect their cultures. They can all say, oh, no, white people, we want to keep our color over here. We want to be, mostly homogenous. But when a white country does it, racist, horrible, you racist pigs. Stupid. Or they'll say this. Here's my favorite one. White people don't have a culture. The fuck you talking about? White people in America and UK are totally different. White people in America and Canada have some differences, not many. White people here in Croatia have whole differences. There's tons of culture. If American whites have no culture, then why are Japanese so into our culture? Cowboy culture, pot rock and roll culture, hamburgers and steaks and all that. We have a culture, folks. Why does everybody watch our media? American media is what people watch. I mean, holy crap. We don't produce a lot, but man, our media is everywhere. I mean, I say G.I. Joe, and a lot of people around the world go, dude, I love G.I. Joe. Yeah. You can say Batman, and they go, oh, I love Batman. They know. But why is it so bad as a white countries, even Canada? Canada's getting buried too. Canada's going to lose their identity if they don't stop this shit. You're not bad as the UK yet, but oh, Canada, from what I've been hearing, Canadians are getting buried up there with this crap. And there's whole areas where you can't go now because the Muslims have taken over. And Muslims, I'm sorry, Muslim religion and way of living does not work with Western civilization. It doesn't. Because when they get too many of them, they start thinking they should have their way over yours. And it's in their writings. Go look it up. People want to argue. It's in there. They are supposed to take over. So that's why they clash in every Western civilization they go to sooner or later. So yeah. UK has lost its identity. Yes. When the number one baby name in London is Mohammed. Here's a big problem they make. Their prime minister, I believe, can be somebody not even born in that country. No, that's one of the best things America's founders ever did. No American president, I don't care how long you lived here, if you were not born American, solely sovereign to this country, no presidential stuff. I'm not even sure we should allow it for Congress. Because you got people like Ilhan Omar in this country who openly said she's in our Congress to work for the people of her home country. The fuck is that? She openly said that. There was a firestorm, but the left is good at sweeping that shit under the rug. She's made fun of the 9/11 stuff. I'm not even sure we should allow immigrants to be in Congress. I know that sounds so xenophobic. No, I do not want anybody to have even a partial, loyalty to another country. If you're running ours, you should only be ours. And I'm not saying there aren't some good immigrants in our Congress. Problem is, if you start looking, there's a lot of horrid ones in there. I don't know. How about this? If you came here as a toddler, from baby to toddler, fine. But once you were formative years in your country, nope. So that's just me. But that's just my talk on the violence lefties between Congress and then on to the Tesla stuff and here into the Brookings. And Brookings is behind. We all know, common sense, the right is not the ones causing the violence. Every time something insane goes on out in the world, it's a lefty. And they hide it. You know, the trans shooters manifesto, they sat on and hid until Crowder was able to get that out. Man, if you don't know about that, go look up Crowder's leaks on all that trans manifesto stuff where they hid from the parents. There was somebody else this person was talking to that they didn't find. That's insane. And this person was on the radar. They screwed the pooch. So yeah, that is it's just insane. You can go through all this. This is lefty, trans, lefty, what the hell. Now we're going to talk about this real quick. This is over at Breitbart. This is the father of the 13-year-old cancer survivor kid right there. A child we should all look up to, who in a heartfelt moment hugged the head of a Secret Service, who you could see was overwhelmed, whose dream is police force, law enforcement. Holy shit. That dad is probably one of the proudest humans on earth. On earth. And Trump met him in the Oval Office and hugged him. Oh, the great racist Trump. Shut up. Somebody that's truly racist ain't gonna hug somebody. Real racists would not do that. Dyed-in-the-wool racist, no. But yeah, the dad, she needs to shut her mouth. Dad of teen cancer survivor, whom Trump honored, blasts Rachel Madcow. Should also blast this T-Watt right here. That stupidity, she said, pretty much, oh God, I hope he doesn't commit suicide when he has to go up against Trump's minions. What the hell? Hell, we'll talk about this jackass here again here in a second, but yeah. The father of DJ Daniel, the teenage cancer survivor whom President Trump honored on Tuesday, had harsh words for MSNBC host Rachel Maddow after she deemed the president disgusting for spotlighting the boy's fight with cancer. I wonder if she felt the same when Obama or Biden brought somebody into the gallery during their speeches to honor sick, injured, ex-soldiers, whatever else. Was that sick and political too? No, it's only when Orange Man does it. That's sick and political. Craziness. Crazy. During an interview with the New York Post, wow, help me with that name. I'm going to say Theodis. Daniel said she needs to shut her mouth. She has nothing nice to say, the outlet reported. Yeah. This lady didn't even serve time in the military. I was on the USS Kitty Hawk. I did not know the dad was also a vet. Oh, you dumb bitch. Oh, that makes the other twat look even stupider too. She does not need to put her bad energy on us. And Gunther Eagleman. Rachel Maddow's an evil witch. Yeah, that's true. But I'm still pissed at this T-Watt right here, what she said. Man, she was even worse. Was that Nicole Wallace? Man, that is just dumb. I mean, God. Yeah, I don't understand. I can read this through y'all. It's just pretty much rehash of what we know, but I'm just happy to see people push back against this stupidity. I cannot believe they pay that Zimzer so much. I mean, come on. Are you a woman? Do you really care? God, if I did call you a woman, you'd be mad anyway. If I called you a man, whatever. The founding fathers were brilliant. It's crazy. They were. And do you know why? And I'm not just going with America's founding fathers. Because if you look at a lot of the Western countries and their founding, and even if it was a second founding, because people updated stuff in some countries, but America's pretty young. So we came in with some advantage to look at some of the others, go, that didn't work. Oh, that's bad. Oh, no. Oh, hey, that works. I mean, we took the British system and improved upon it. We really did. But Amtrak derailed a second there. But no, I think that the founding fathers were very brilliant just because of the fact of things. One, they fought. They saw the bad. They lived through the bad. They risked their lives, their families' lives. They risked everything to build this, and they didn't want it to be like that, so they sat down and thought about it. And think about back then, and actually clear up to about 60 years ago in America, from our founding clear up to about 60 years ago, the number one topic around water coolers, at family events, the number one topic men would just talk about at grocery stores, even women, was politics. Politics was the lifeblood of what people talked about. It wasn't sports. Sports has been around, but it was always, hey, yeah, okay, sports game. Kind of cool. It's not the rabid, insane sports love now where if a team loses, you're mad for the next 4 days and a real asshole at work and refer to as my team, or celebrity love and everything else. Politics is what everybody talked about. If you didn't know your mayor, your city council people, you didn't know your representative, you were thought of as an idiot and shunned by people because you're like, wow, that person's dumb. They're not in their best interest. But now nobody knows shit. Maybe it's TV, radio, all the distractions we got may have helped, really. And some has been on purpose. Our government don't want you watching them. No government does. But the founding fathers of America and the founding fathers of a lot of countries actually did good, considering the time they were living in, because they had no distraction. This is what they did. And they knew, especially then with all the distractions, that politics affected their lives, their kids' lives, their grandkids' lives, and so on. It also affected what people would look back and say about them. So yeah, they were brilliant. They were brilliant, if not even brilliant. Let's say they were decent for their time. But they thought about it. They put time in. It's crazy. And it's crazy how well, especially in America, our documents have held up. And they saw shit coming. That 14th Amendment, people, illegal aliens, they can sneak across the border and get citizenship. Now, if they just plop that baby down, that's citizenship. The actual writers of the 14th Amendment actually addressed that. And that's why under the jurisdiction thereof is in there. That's why when ambassadors are over here and their wife has a kid, not the husband, because that doesn't happen. When the wife has a kid here, it's not automatically a citizen, which is funny because if somebody sneaks across the border and has their baby citizen, somebody's here working, not citizen. Makes your brain hurt, don't it? But the writers of the 14th actually saw this coming, knew it could be abused back then, said, nope, not for illegals, not for ambassadors, not sneaking across the border. You must be a citizen having a child here. Not a non-citizen, not sneaking across. So the court, when it ruled that back in the day, was wrong, and it's okay. And I hope Trump gets that overturned. The founders themselves, I mean, how are they going to not? All you do is bring up to the Supreme Court, hey, here's what the founders wrote. You're supposed to follow the Constitution. Hey, look, they wrote it right here. No. So, yeah. Shameless, you watch Riley Crowder, yeah, he's good. And I have to admit, I've got the Mug Club, so I get the extra stuff. It's great. Actually, I got Rumble Premium. It's kind of cool. I got Mug Club. Then when Rumble did the premium, they rolled me into that. So now I get the extra Timcast. I get a lot of stuff for free, no ads. Love it. It's cheap. I don't have the unad version of YouTube because it's expensive. Rumble's pretty cheap for $100 a year. It's a lot of extra stuff and no ads to deal with. I like it. Old world common sense, which is what we used to have when a man and a woman were it. I mean, come on. Even their grade school science classes, when they thought there were witches, knew man, woman. Yike. What does that say? They thought, oh crap, this person's a witch. But they could still go, hey, that's a man and that's a woman. Hey, that's a witch and that's a warlock. Hey, look at that. But yeah, Rachel Maddow, she's one I try to watch both sides. I can't watch her. The View I can only watch bits of when I'm just trying to pay attention to their stupidity. Rachel Maddow, I just can't do it. And the problem is I have family that blare MSNBC 24/7. You can't tell them nothing. All right, let's head on over here for a little bit of happy, joy. We're going to start off with this quick little, this is an older one from February 8th, but it's still funny. Beware, the lefty is happy to engage in street violence, even if one of them loses bigly as in this video. The goal is destabilize society, generally true. And lefties are just like zombies. They're not that dangerous in small groups. In fact, I haven't had any try to lay a hand on me unless there's 2, 3, or 4 of them around. Then they're ballsy. But in big groups, they are dangerous. But I'll tell you right now, I would not want to go up against a dude that big. That is a big dude. And I think if that chick there had hit him, I think all the bets might have been off. He'd already been attacked. Guy was trying to hit him with that whatever it is there. If she had swung on him, he might have knocked her block off. Look at the size of him. Look at that. Herman Munster's daughter. Oof. Herman Munster's daughter, Marilyn. Ho. You ever have this? I don't know what everybody's mother's name is. My mother's name was Marilyn. Always had a problem looking at a woman named Marilyn who's really hot and go, yeah. It's like, ooh, hey. Somehow, the 6 degrees of separation wasn't enough for me there. But yeah, let's see here. Let's go to let's go to bookmarked. Oh, I did bookmark that. Oh, here's, under the category of leftism is a disease, here's what stage 4 leftism looks like. She may be terminal, folks. She may be terminal. I looked this up, so I couldn't believe it. I went and searched it to make sure this wasn't some BS, and that's who it was. I could not believe that's her. Can you believe that crap? That's Megan Rapinoe, the great American soccer player. Former women's soccer player Megan Rapinoe posed for pictures in Central Park, looking as stunning as ever, in a very natural in a gray top, while showing off a 1985 tattoo on her chest. One, this chick is almost translucent. She's so white now. She looks harsh. I mean, There must be a new definition of stunning. I can't remember if I responded to this one or not. Let me see. I do to some. Nope, I didn't respond to this one yet. No, but I just like, what the hell? I'm like, heck what is that? That's what leftism does. Rarely is there a more easily seen difference in nature, but it's strange. The center and the right have much more beautiful women than the left does. Left, if a woman starts out attractive or somebody attractive, they seem to go downhill hard. But most of them start out as land whales with blue hair and 12 nose rings. So, wow, that is Megan Rapinoe. I did a Google search. I'm like, there's no way she turned into that. It's like, yeesh. That is definitely somebody who is more proud of her pronouns than anything. Oof. Let's see. Oh, this is hilarious. Al Green is going to file articles of impeachment. This guy was saying he's going to file them before Trump even took office again. These people are loony. This is stupid. I mean, it's TMZ. Come on.
That
they
the
do
Freedom
some actual
Caucus
reporting.
may not be done with this, and that they may try and strip you of committee assignments.
Yes, they should.
What's your reaction to that?
Well, I had a reporter to approach me and call this to my attention. I am here to serve the people of the 9th Congressional District. I believe that I have taken this oath that I have taken, and I pledge to do that. I would hope that they wouldn't.
Keep your eyes open,
I
Al.
agree with it. But if they do, it'll give me more time to work on my articles of impeachment.
You're seriously considering introducing articles of impeachment?
I'm absolutely going to do
His reaction.
This level of incivility.
As a reporter, his face. He's used to talking to people saying stupid shit, and he's like, just watch him pause. That's hilarious. He can't do it.
Seriously considering introducing articles of impeachment?
I am absolutely going to do it.
He was just a fuck.
This level of incivility.
You can't do it.
Emanating from the presidency, much of it in policy, is something we cannot tolerate.
Exactly,
if
right.
President Barack Hussein Obama had behaved in this fashion, he would have been impeached. There is no question in.
Hey, Barack Obama drone striked and killed American citizens in other countries. The great peacemaker, the one who won the Nobel Peace Prize when he was right in office, he did an amazing amount of drone strikes, launched wars. He did drone strikes on American citizens in other countries. That's illegal. He should have been impeached and jailed for that. It is actually very illegal. There was no trial. You can go after other people in other countries, but you can't go after our citizens, even if they're in other countries. We have our rights. And without a trial or found guilty, he just drone striked people. There were Americans that weren't doing anything wrong, or they were just over there. It's like, whoa. So, I don't know, buddy.
My mind. So I believe that this president cannot escape this one thing that each member of Congress has. 435 of us, we have it. He is a Goliath, but there are 435 Davids in Congress. I'm one of them, and I'm going to bring articles of impeachment.
And the articles would be based on his speech to the joint session?
His face.
The articles will be based upon things that have already occurred.
Like what? Come on, let's hear it.
In an indirect sense, but not directly based on that. What he said to the members and to the senator was unacceptable. Then that's
Really? You were yelling he doesn't have a mandate. Democrats are always so about the popular vote. All it takes is a limp across that line, popular mandate. But suddenly when Trump does it, no. That's why I like Kevin A. Smith on The View. Oh, if I can call it up here a little bit. Let me see if I can find that. Oh, that was good stuff. Let me see here. Let's call Kevin. Let's see. Oh, no, I'll find it. Here, I'll know what to do. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Let's see. I thought I had that. He really laid it out for these T-Watts. They did not like it at all. Oh, here we go. Yes. Okay, guys. Now this is worth hearing.
What does that say about the Republican
I know. I know for a fact Kevin A. Smith is trying to move himself from sportscaster to politician. If this guy doesn't want a presidential run or a VP run coming up, I'm going to be damn surprised. Must be an Al thing. They're Al crazy. All right, but yeah, listen to this. This is on The View, and they were saying that Trump doesn't have a popular mandate. What the hell? He didn't have a mandate. I think this is the video clip where he lays
What does that
out.
say about the Republican Party?
It's not about what it says about the Republican Party. It's about what it says about the Democratic Party.
Why?
Because in the end, if you think about him being impeached twice, 34 felony counts or 34 felony convictions, and they still elected him president, it's not about him winning. It was an indictment against the Democratic Party and what the Democratic Party was offering to American citizens. We might sit up there and talk about, hey, you should be a party for the working class, which the Democratic Party was once known for. They're not known for that right now. Why? Because their message was catering towards others and towards other issues, and they forgot about the people that brought them there, that elevated them.
Yeah, like Trump's one ad that brought him tons of voters. Kamala's for them. Trump is them, they, them, and Harris is for they, them. Trump is for you. That was a big deal, and Democrats are still dying on that.
The Democratic Party to what it was over these last few decades. That's why they lost. He didn't win.
Well,
the Democrats lost. He has owned the Republican Party since 2015. Not only has he won, the Republican constituency has said, we don't want anybody else but him. We don't want DeSantis. We didn't want Haley. We didn't want Christie. We didn't want Ramaswamy. We didn't want DeSantis. We didn't want anybody. We want him.
They're sellouts. Some of those were sellouts. Come on, Christie. You're going to put him up there? Oh, here's the one. I think this is the one I really wanted. Hang on here. Let me pause, back it up, blow it up for you. I think this is the one. Pull the volume. I think this is the one right here, guys.
He's only been in office for 6 weeks. Seems like 6 years, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. And he's been going around with his cronies touting his so-called landslide and blowout win. But he won the popular vote by 1.5%.
Wait for the honesty.
One of the smallest ever. Mm-hmm. And he won the general election by less than 50%. So what kind of mandate is this really?
Well, it is a mandate, and I'm going to explain why. And I don't mind the question, but let me be very clear. I'm no supporter of Trump. I'm a supporter of truth and the facts.
He wants to run.
Facts. The man won every swing state. He increased in terms of his voter turnout in his favor from the standpoint of blacks, Latinos, and young voters. He increased his numbers in that regard from 2020.
Everywhere.
89% of the counties shifted to the right. That's a mandate. We can sit up there and play around all we want to. In 2020, Trump didn't win the popular vote. He didn't win the electoral college vote. A matter of fact, the Republicans hadn't won the popular vote, if I remember correctly.
Now, you can tell, I'm going to say right now, that man wants to run. He wants public office. Why? Because Democrats in office are acting insane. Only Democrats that are wanting to get into office are acting this sane. He may actually be this sane, which, boy, then the Democrat Party really needs him. But Democrats that already have it, especially been there a while, are the ones acting nutty as crap. He's acting sane, and you can see they do not have it. The only one semi-happy is the token rhino on the far right there.
This is 2004, but they did this year. So 20 years after they last won a popular vote, they won the popular vote. They won the electoral college vote. The man won every swing state, and on top of it, 89% of the counties shifted against. I don't understand how people can look at that and say, there's no mandate. There's a mandate.
Well, it's a different definition of a mandate, I guess.
But the problem is that if you're the Democratic Party and you lost 49.8%.
Wait, did you hear that? Let's listen to her try this.
There's a mandate.
What's a different definition of a mandate, I guess?
But the problem is that if you're the Democratic Party and you lost 49.8%.
That is the dumbest fucking thing I've heard in weeks. And now I've heard some dumb shit we all have. Well, it's a different definition of a mandate. So when a Democrat wins, mandate means mandate. When a Republican wins, that's a different definition of a mandate. No. Doesn't count. Now mandate is a different thing. That's Democrats. They believe nothing. When they win, mandate. When Trump wins, all of a sudden, new definition, new definition. Now you have to have won the popular vote by 20 points. Yeah. You have to win it by by at least 15 points. Maybe even just 10, but yeah, you got to win big. 1.5 to 3%. No, that doesn't count. That doesn't mean it. No, it doesn't. You have to, not only do you have to increase in every county, every city, every state, You also have to increase with the earthworm population and guinea pigs. Guinea pigs must also have voted for you at over 50%, or it's not a mandate. They change whatever it is just to suit them. Right there, she's changing the goalpost. She's changing it. Oh, it's not a popular mandate. It's a whole different definition when Trump wins it. Holy fuck.
8% to 48.3%, and you're looking at that 1.5% dip. That's an excuse for you to say, what we did really wasn't that bad.
Some people didn't
we should continue to do
her
that.
face. Oh,
don't continue to do it.
I love her face.
That's an excuse for you to say.
Watch her face. She is pissed. She is mad. Oh yeah.
We did really wasn't that bad.
Chewing her
We
teeth.
should continue to do that.
Do you think
No,
that
don't continue to do it. Find a new strategy.
I mean, yeah. Ooh, shameless. Thank you. Exactly. That's what Democrats do. They change the definitions.
It's only been in office for
retweet
6
that.
weeks. Seems like 6 years, doesn't it?
But yeah, I mean, that's what they do. You're right. They change definitions when it's not good for them or when they want to. They suddenly, boy, Sunny Hostin, can you believe she is, wow, he's got the whole 14 minutes there. We're not going to watch that. I don't want to get nailed, but I was talking enough through that. I'm fair use. But yeah, people are like, what the hell? People have had it. And I loved how he called them on it. Like I said, he's a Democrat that wants to be in office. Democrats who want to be in office are a little closer. All right, here's another good one. This person says Riley Gaines is a sore loser for not wanting men in women's sports. Are you kidding? You kidding? Are you? That's it. She's a sore loser. It's nothing to do with the fact that she worked her ass off her whole life, is near the peak of her sport, and then a dude hops in the pool and beats her. Not by a little either. By far. I'd love to know how you're supposed to overcome that. I'll bet, I hope this woman is married and that her husband remembers that next time this bitch can't open a pickle jar. Or there's a spider on the floor. You go, well, you do it. What do you mean your car needs an oil change? Feel free. Hey, oh, what, this is heavy? You don't want to carry it up the steps? Well, I don't want to do it. You are epic. I don't want you to be mad because I did something.
Riley Gaines has been such a successful transphobe that her name is being attached to bills across the country trying to ban trans athletes and impede on trans rights. And the thing that I can't get past, besides the...
I have a problem. Explain to me why it's trans rights for a biological male to compete against women. We separated men and women's sports for a reason. Title IX. We did it for a reason. Just so like that poor girl doesn't get a volleyball spiked in her face and get paralyzed for life. So some woman doesn't get punched in the face and get her skull broke. So women track stars can actually win. So women who swim can win. I mean, there's a reason that a lot of women don't do contact sports with men. There's a reason UFC and all these other fight leagues have women's divisions. Because, man, the women will get slaughtered. It's a saying, YouTube. But holy crap, can you imagine that? What do you mean it's trans rights? Well, show me where a biological male, I don't care what you think you are, has a right to compete with people. There's not a shot at women who are biologically inferior in certain ways. That is nutso. That is nuts. That's like saying a guy with an IQ of 40 who eats boogers and paint chips deserves to go to Harvard with like Stephen Hawking. It's his rights, his dum-dums rights. In this case, Democrats' rights.
Transphobia and the hatred and the bigotry and just the hatefulness of all of it, right? Is that I can't imagine being such a sore loser that having to share a 5th place trophy with a trans woman sent me into a years-long spiral to this degree. Riley
shouldn't have had to share it. The dude was like number 237th when he was a male. Now he's winning as a woman. She shouldn't have had to share. What are you okay with working your ass off for your whole life to share with somebody who just hops in front of you? I bet she wouldn't do it in her life. I'll bet she's a real estate person. She's getting all these real estate commissions and everything else. Some other real estate guy comes in. He puts in just a little teeny bit of help. Some newbie on a house. He gets to split her commission 50-50, but she throws a fit. She doesn't want to have that. Well, I did all this work. Why should Billy Joe Jim Bomb come in here and just do a little bit and give her half of my commission? No. Oh, she's okay when it's somebody else.
Gaines has admitted that the thing that really bothered her was that when she tied for 5th place with Leah Thomas, 5th place, the thing that really upset her was that they gave Leah the trophy and she got to stand on the podium.
That's even worse.
And
why wouldn't that piss you off? Once again, Women's Race League. She's been doing this her whole life, following the rules, racing against other women. She knew the times. She knew everything she had to do. Gets up there. Yeah, she came in 5th. 5th out of how many people? That is crazy. She's near the peak of her sport. They don't hand the trophy to her. But for politics, they hand it to the biological male who just hopped into her sport and beat her. Beat her out or tied her. They gave that person the trophy. It should have at least been her. So yes, that would be a double FU.
Riley had to hold the 6th place trophy, and they were going to mail her trophy in the mail.
Which is crap. She should have got the trophy.
She just
it's
didn't
women's
think that was
sport.
fair.
It isn't. Women's sports.
She and Leah tied for 5th place. This is over an adult woman not being able to hold the trophy and have the trophy when she tied with a trans woman for 5th place.
Biological male.
Like, just on pure ego alone, I would hold that in until...
Ego? The very fucking ego of a male, biological male, let me help you there, biological male, to go and be proud of beating out women. I don't care if you're trans or not. If you were born a biological male, you know 100% you have an advantage over these women. You want to talk about ego? How proud is your ego standing up there with your trophy going, when you're like, 8 inches taller than these women? You've got another third of the lung capacity, the fast twitch muscles fibers, everything else. So you want to talk ego, you dumb? That is nuts.
Till the end of time. You could not waterboard that level of insecurity out of me. Truly.
Oh, yeah?
That
Obviously, you can't be beautiful and smart all at once.
That is so crazy. That is a level of insecurity and sore loserdom that's sore loser hollow.
Says the chick wearing 8,000 pounds of makeup. How's that not insecure?
Fame shit right there. And it turned you into such a maniac that you now hate all trans people. You've made it your life's mission to make sure that no other transgender woman ever ties a cisgender woman for 5th place and gets to hold the trophy and gets to have
She's
the
almost
trophy
crying.
first.
You hear that? She's almost crying.
Oh my God. Riley Gaines has been...
That cisgender shit's got to stop. That is like the new racist word. Cisgender. Cis. No. If you want to call a biological female or something, you don't say cisgender. That's their new slur. It is a slur. The way she spits it out, it's a slur. Stupid saying. Now, here's another one of the Tesla things we were talking about earlier. Tesla showroom shot up. These things are everywhere. But that's just, oh. Okay, I got a question for you guys. This is a little off topic, so stick with me. Me and Ray, having done this for a long time, we both know the ups and the downs of electric vehicles. We went to classes for hybrids and stuff like that when they were there and they're coming in. And I think Ray has done some for electrics. I did a couple for electric. What do you think? Would you prefer the Tesla Cybertruck or the Chevy Silverado EV? Which is a Chevy Avalanche. And if you had to choose, if you were going to choose one, you're going to buy an electric truck. Well, automatically it's not going to be the F-150 Lightning because that thing is horrendous if you do anything with it. Like a truck, you load anything in it, you put anything on the tail on that trailer hitch, that thing cuts its mileage by 3/4. My gas truck don't cut it by that much if I load the shit out of it. Yeah, you're going to cut it, but not by, 2/3, 3/4. But which one would you choose? The Chevy Silverado EV or the Tesla Cybertruck? Me, I'm going Silverado EV. It's gorgeous. Has all the functionality avalanche. I think it's better looking. Nobody wants to shoot it or firebomb it. How about that? Woo! But yeah. Men and women are different, and there are sports separated just because, yes, in America, shameless, we call it Title IX. It is actually in law. That's why they started calling these trans people women. Because they know they can't get them in there unless they call them women. No. Nope. I think any trans woman, any biological man that wins anything in a woman's sport should have a little penis asterisk next to that record. Yeah. So in the future, we know what to delete. This guy here was talking about Tesla is being attacked by extremists in Germany, extremists in U.S. government, extremists in Sweden, not U.S. government, extremists in U.S., extremists on Wall Street. Stock is heavily shorted, over 50 billion short. Yeah, this is going on like crazy worldwide. And in America, I get it if you want to be pissy with Elon. But what the fuck are lefties doing in other countries? I don't get it. Weak men want to become strong women. Well, remember, hey, Urbexy, hey, you missed, I did some research into what you told me. UK is the best of the European nations, but you do still buy 4% of your nat gas, 9% of your oil, and some other stuff from Russia. And personally, I think if you are looking to go to war with Russia, you should buy near none, but you told me a lot of truth. But I tell you, I don't mix anything out. I went and researched a lot. You guys have made huge steps, but personally, I think you should be buying that stuff from your buddies over here. We've tried to say, hey, yo, buy from us. Trump said originally we would beat Russia's deal. I don't know why your government don't want to save money and buy from your buddies. I mean, why not fund the country that protects you instead of the country you want to be thinking about going to war against? But I just want to let you know, I wasn't blowing you off. I did go read a lot last night. So, yeah. But yeah, UK is probably the best there. Hey, your government's doing something right. So, I'm proud of that. But yes, Urbexy, weak men. Well, thing is, look at how much, I'm sure this has happened in a lot of countries, but in America, we've had a monster. And by America, I mean probably shameless also, since you're in Canada, you get, a lot of the culture bleeds over between that border, don't stop that culture. But men have been attacked for being men in this country for a long time. Toxic masculinity. Yeah, a lot of toxic masculinity in wars, when somebody's attacking a woman, when a mouse needs killed, a spider, a pickle jar open, the Titanic's going down, a lot of toxic masculinity. It's like, good grief. But then the funny thing is, the women who want to spout this toxic masculinity crap aren't getting boyfriends, aren't getting married, aren't having kids. Why? Because they don't like the beta males they've made. The weak-willed betas, they don't stay with them. But they can't admit they want that toxic man. So it's insane. They've caused marriage and childbirth rates to drop like a rock. Men are noping out. They're looking at these crazy women going, nope, 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 nope. I'd rather wax the weasel. Nope, that's crazy. I'll keep my money, wax the weasel. That's too much stupid to hang on to. So yeah. Yeah, I saw Trump called the New York reps are still allowed. Yeah, they're doing it in multiple states. They're ignoring the actual law. The law of the land right now is you cannot do this. And I hope Trump stands up to what he said and pulls their funding. And God forbid any court stop him, because the courts in the United States pulled funding for schools if they wouldn't adopt his wife's food plan. Michelle Obama made this Go Healthy initiative. You're going to eat broccoli and sprouts and this other crap. Nobody wanted to eat it. It was being thrown away. But if you did not adopt her food plan, Obama was pulling federal aid from the school systems. Yeah. Where was the courts? Where was the screech from the Democrats? Not a peep. Not very much for the Republicans either, but not a peep. Now Trump threatens the same thing over something like this, where women are actually getting hurt, losing scholarships, everything else. Democrats are losing their minds. Come on, court, stop them. Once again, it goes back to they believe nothing. They believe nothing. It's all just whatever gets them the power. Whatever their group is going with, their group think. It's just nutso. Thanks for stopping in, Rebecca. I realize how late it is where you are. So yeah, there's no belief in anything. I mean, what are these people in Germany and UK and Sweden and all these other countries? They have no horse in a race with Doge. They have no reason to hate Musk. Elon Musk is the pioneer of the greeny car. They should love him. But because he doesn't agree with them a little bit, now suddenly they hate his car that they supposedly say saves the planet? Okay. I don't like Joe Biden. I think he's the worst president in history of this country. But he did do a few things good. That's like me hating on the CHIPS Act or the few good things he did just out of spite and stupidity. I don't get it. I do not get it. Arson and sabotage at Tesla supercharging stations. So, a lot of you lefties drive electric cars. And you don't just use Tesla supercharger stations to charge Teslas. All your little Nissan Leafs and F-150 Lightnings and your Mustang Mach-E, which is an ugly car. It would have been better if just name it something else, not a Mustang. Now they're going to make a 4-door Mustang coupe. The car, going to make a 4-door version of that that's electric or something. It's like, oh, Christ. So yeah, I mean, what is that? How does that help anything? You're cutting your nose off to spite your face again. Europe and USA, why? Yeah, they're driving down Tesla stock, but just, jeez. I'm not going to play her. She's just too stupid. Tesla vandalism reports pile up across the nation. Graffiti, explosive devices, and arson. Dumb. Pure dumb. I mean, right there. I mean, that hurts everybody that has an electric vehicle. A lot of people like the Tesla supercharge stations because they charge faster for almost all brands of vehicle that are electric. So now these people are like, well, that's just friggin' peachy. Thanks, bud. And hey, how much crap did you put in the environment by burning plastics? Just saying, you know. As you can see, I saved a lot of it. There's your extremist in Portland arrested over the fire air dropping. I gotta be careful saying that BO word there. Attacks on Tesla in Salem, Oregon. Huh, that's Adam, huh? That's Adam. I think it looks more like I don't know, something's wrong there. He, him. They got he, him. They got the pronouns he, him in there, but they dress like a non-he, him. Yeah, Elon used to be a Dem. Actually, he probably still is a Dem. He just believes the Democrats have gone left. Oh, nuts. He said that a long time ago, just like I did. I didn't move. The Democrats left me. Yeah. He still probably believes more Democrat, just like a lot of people do. But it's just... The funny thing is, and the neat thing is, Trump is kind of a 1990s Democrat. He is. So are a lot of his people and his staff. If you went back to the 1990s and the Trump administration was there, people going, yeah, okay. They'd look at him as a Democrat. They'd look at his whole party as Democrats. How far the Democrats have gone. They're not even identifying with their own people anymore. Half of Trump and half of his people are ex-Democrats. Democrats got to do some self-examination and wake the fuck up. I think he regretted his Biden vote, though. Yeah, I agree. Well, yeah, because they came after him. All he did was disagree a little bit, and all of a sudden he saw what happened, just like with RFK. He disagreed just a little bit, and they started dogpiling on him. They dogpile. You cannot disagree with the cult. I mean, when the Epstein thing went wrong, Trump supporters were pissed and were crapping all over that. That's not a cult. When you got the guy they supposedly think is the greatest greenie helper in history, disagrees with one or two things, and suddenly, F him. That's a cult. And now you're burning his shit down. Do you believe in the environment or not? Because you're burning cars, you're burning plastics and charging stations, and just saying. Weird how their shit goes right out the door. Yeah, Tesla showroom, I already showed that. Yeah, I already showed the singing in the. But here's my problem with that one. And some of you guys were here for that, but Mike Johnson should have arrested them all, had them all removed. You do not stop the business of the people. He stopped. Okay, Congress, I guess we're going to close down for the day and do nothing. We're not going to work for the people. It's a free day to get our money. Let's go to the the taxpayer-supplied gyms. We'll get the taxpayer-supplied pizza, go to the buffet. You guys will realize the lavish buffet we supply them. go back to our very well, nice apportioned apartments that our taxpayers pay for, but we're not going to work today. Okay, that's not the way it works. In business, you don't work, the boss goes, you're fucking fired. But at the very least, he should have had them removed. Now they're talking about, well, they're going to do something about removing them from committees and other stuff. The fuck does that do? You need to remove them. There's got to be something. You do not. And I even was asking Democrats earlier in the stream about that. Are you happy? Do you think this is resist? They're not doing business for you. What if they'd won a vote? What if they'd got the narrow margin on their side in the House that day and got something done for your side? What if they didn't get to block something by standing there dicking around and not getting everything done? Now something's going to go through that Trump's going to go, fine, all right, and EO. They didn't work for the people, and Mike Johnson made a big mistake by not doing it. When he banged that gavel and closed Congress instead of doing anything, where is it? Right about...
This resolution...
I put my headphones back on, but he says it right about here.
What's that?
He just gives up. Mike.
You want to let him keep doing this?
Yeah, right here.
The House to come to order. Clear the well, please.
Nope,
Clear the
he
well.
won't do
The
it.
House has to continue its business.
He closes it.
Just say the House is racist.
Yeah, I heard some people yell, kick him out. 100%. Stop muting the mic. That's horse crap.
Pursuant to Clause 12A of Rule 1, the House will stand in recess subject to the call of the chair.
Which is stupid. No. So they're not working for us, the American people. They just closed down, walked out for the day. Yeah. Let these people disrupt and get what they wanted. That's what they wanted. Let's see. At least as Teslas that are burning, could be worse. Problem is, Urbexy, is people are getting violent. And when we talked about over here at Brookings, and this is obviously common sense, that this one event, they were asking people, 33% of lefties admitted they now think the violence is okay. Where is it down here? There. Third of the participants at the People's March, 3% reported they believed because of things that got so far off track in their little minds, Americans may have to resort to violence. Imagine if somebody on the right said that, especially 33%. And think about 33%, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, 33% answered outright, yep, violence is okay. It's probably higher than that, but there were some with just enough sense to go, I ain't telling you that. I ain't saying that shit out loud. What if somebody gets that on recording? I'm keep myself clear so I can put my Antifa mask back on and do it. It's probably at least 10% higher than that. So problem is, Urbexy, you got people thinking like this, how long is it going to stay Teslas? We're starting to head into the warm weather here in America. And that is when the nuttos come out. They don't even have enough belief to come out in the cold weather. You know? But yeah, they will, what was the vote on that, by the way? Definitely across partisan lines. I guess 10 Democrats did step across the line to vote for the censure. Yeah, there it is, 10 Democrats. So yeah. Totals, 224 to 198. So 198 jackasses didn't want to censure. And I'd be all for it if they wanted to censure Marjorie Taylor Greene back in the day for her stuff. Don't stop the president. Either you like him or not. Don't disrupt that. So yeah, just stupidity. Yeah. There you go. There's something funny. Elon Musk, Democrats are cruel. But I like this post right here. Hey, Doge, I have a DEI hire to report. Ow. That is rough. That is Democrats. Just let's pick on the brain cancer child. And they're not even being funny about it. It's just, wow. Ooh. Oof. Harsh. Now, this is one of the last serious-ish things. What should happen to USAID workers caught committing fraud? From Captain Dylan Hunt over here, Kevin Sorbo. I think if they're actually caught committing fraud, whether it's breaking laws, of course, jail time. I responded to somebody on a video earlier where they're talking about being very fence city. Well, we'll just give them a little fine and do this and do that. I'm like, no. Treat our people in government, AOC, anybody, like we would be treated. If I'm breaking laws, I get the jail time. I don't get a little $200 fine and go, don't do that. She's going to turn around and do it again. Any of them are. Use the law and actually prosecute. And then you have the PR campaign out there right away. Here's the law. Here's the statute. Here's what they're breaking. Hammer that. Don't give them the upper hand of the bully pulpit. So yeah. You wonder why there were several assassination attempts against... Yeah. There were more. Yeah, a lot of people think there was only 1 or 2. There was actually 4 or 5. Just the others never got that close. There were multiples. Democrats have no leg to stand on. No leg to stand on. Where did Senator Karen... Oh, my wife hates that meme. Oh, does she hate it? She's considered by going by her middle name. Oh, horrible. Oh. Yeah, makes $285,000 a year. Net worth $67 million. Where'd you get it? USAID. All right. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah. I don't think I played this one last night. Did I? I hope not. No, I did not. This is a new one from today. Okay, sorry, guys. Sometimes I read enough. It's hard to keep track. All right, here you go. You're going to love this one. I mean, you can automatically tell. This is a Zimzer. A watch out for your pronouns in the bio. An ambiguous-looking person. All right.
Effective form of protest you have right now that you can start immediately. Put a mask back on. Stop letting them observe your face.
Okay.
And have the side benefit of better health and protecting the rest of us in the world. Put a mask back on.
Okay, there's so much wrong with it. Besides, I'm not a pretty person. I know that. I will never be thought of as anything. He was an attractive man after I die or something, you know? They'll say, he was a loudmouth crazy dude with a lawn dart nose. You know, he was a little weird looking guy. A little bit of a round in the torso because his lungs are pushing weird because he's got bad lungs. And not the prettiest dude in the world. But this here, her face? I'm a teenage boy looking, and she's got the haircut. Only thing she's missing is she needs her nose ring in. But putting a mask on, one, is not going to upset any male. Men, oh, we're getting the beauty of her face. Yeah, we're going to miss that, sweetie. We're so going to miss it. And enjoy, anybody that wears glasses, I don't, these are just reading glasses, but, I mean, I can read this without it, but it's easier this way. But anybody that wears glasses, you ever wore glasses, sunglasses, anything with those masks? It's horrendous. Enjoy. You enjoy that. We don't get to see your face. Oh. Should probably write her pronouns on it, too. And then it says it's healthier? She actually says it's healthier?
Benefit of better health.
No. No. And what is she sucking on? She's doing the Nancy Pelosi. What is that? What is the sucking on things? Or she's doing? Or, dude, what the hell's wrong with you? It's not going to make you healthier. In fact, it's one of the biggest things they proved even during panda flu. Dude, those things are not that healthy. You're breathing in your own stuff back and forth. You're raising your carbon monoxide levels. They get gooey and nasty inside and everything else. Ew. So yeah, you go for it there, sweetie. You enjoy. You enjoy. I mean, just stupid. Just dumb. Let's head back home here. Do a quick refresh. See if anything new has popped up that we may enjoy. All that for when I'm all for that wearing a mask. See, yeah, that's the good way to put it, too. Because you don't know what that is for sure. I may be assuming that is a feminine type person. I may be wrong. Hey, big monkey. Sorry. I just got a 95-pound brown dog down here. You know, don't read into that, lefties. I don't have the Browns dogs because I wants to have slavery back. Chesapeakes are mostly brown, so deal with it. She is doing men a favor. That is no kidding. She's thinking we're going to be so upset she's wearing a mask. No, go ahead, mark yourself. Since you don't have the nose ring in or the colored hair, you know, the haircut does kind of give a signal. see her walking down the street going, okay, haircut, yep. But then you're not 100% sure. You know, if it was blue in that haircut and had a nose ring or something, or that haircut with a nose ring, you know automatically. Now, if she's going to wear a mask with that haircut, we know. We know right away. So thank you very much for marking yourself for us. We appreciate that. All right. Let's see. What did Chucky say? I'm breaking down why Donald Trump, Linda McMahon's. Oh, yes, I see. This is once again, I practice what I preach. Not just because I can bring you funny shit, but because I follow the lefties. See, he's on my thing, on my list. Because you got to know what these idiots are saying. You got to know. I'm not even going to listen to Chuck right now. Oh, here's a quick one. Not really political. If daylight savings time change is canceled, do you prefer an hour earlier or hour later? I want it to wherever there's more daylight in the afternoon. I want that spring ahead shit. Leave it there. So hour later, that's what everybody's asking for there. 58% to 42%. Yes, keep daylight. Well, Ray, okay, let me help you here, bud. How many people think she was actually getting any? Or, hey, she's probably not getting any with anybody from our side. How's that? Oh, well, something just ran through my brain that I'm not going to get out now. I'm going to have to bleach myself later. Yep, there's going to be bleach in the brain. What? Okay. You know, I was going to try to keep going the funny, but Elizabeth Warren. Tesla, Amazon, Meta, Apple, and Alphabet could rake in $75 billion of tax giveaways after cozying up the Trump administration. Let's find out how much they spent to lobbying for this potential. Hey, bitch, fine. Your terms are acceptable. Totally acceptable. Let's also check into how much those companies spent lobbying and giving and donating in 2020 to Biden. We'll do that. And then we're going to go back to the election before that. Then we're going to go back to 2016. And we're also going to see how much they did for the Democrats then. So your terms are totally fucking acceptable. Let's go back and see what these companies put in to help Trump, if they did, and to go with the Democrats. I'm betting it's going to be a lot worse back there. So just me. Yeah. Thanks a lot for the sex embargo, Ray. I'm not going to get that out of my head. 4 in 5 Americans support raising taxes on the rich. Democrats, Republicans, and Independents. Depends how you ask that question. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Here's some good fun. Ian Miles Chong is one. He posts a lot of good news, but also some funny crap. So here, let me go here. Some volume. All right, this is stupid. And we'll talk about why this is stupid afterwards. We'll see. We'll see if she states it here.
That shit is ugly as We wear that shit.
It's braids.
Take that shit out now.
Are you being for real?
Take that shit out now.
Okay, what's your problem?
Take that shit out now.
You were dressed in the store.
But take...
Hey, anybody else wonder why black men are dating white women? Anybody want to comment on that? There may be a reason. There may be a reason. Hodge twins have mentioned exactly why. They can do that.
Take that shit out now. Take that shit out.
In public? How's she going to undo her braids?
That shit is ugly, though. Like, look at your fucking hair.
That's a skinny girl.
That's ugly.
Please stop following us.
That shit is ugly as
Okay.
We wear that shit.
Now, does anybody know the problem with this whole thing? The problem with this? She's also got that black privilege. She's used to being able to harass white people and that their racism is totally okay. And it is. Let's say what it is. It's racist. And also, she's stupid. Yes, lady, you're stupid. You know where those braids came from you're wearing? Those aren't from Maguga over in Africa. Those are from the Norse people. The Vikings. Vikings wore this stuff. The braids are from Norse. Norsemen. Norse women. Vikings. Scandinavian folks. If you're wearing them, fuck you, get it out of your hair. Every one of the Browns is wearing that shit. Get it out of your hair then. If we're going to use her logic, you are stealing Scandinavian culture. They think it didn't come from back in the day. You go look at Africa back in the day. Go pick up your old Nat Geo magazines back in the day. You didn't see the braids. You didn't see the braids. That was culturally appropriated much later. Like I said, go look up the old Nat Geo, the ones we used to look at for certain reasons we were kids. Braids. She's upset a white girl who is getting it from white culture from the day is wearing braids. But she thinks it's okay for black people to wear it. Maybe you should be slightly educated on where the braids came from first. Oh, she's probably also mad if a white person eats tacos while she's herself is having a burrito. You really want to stick with only black cuisine there, sweetie? You're talking about cultural appropriation? I don't know. I don't think you want to do that. Just saying. That's crazy. An actual member of Congress, served since 1991. Creepy. Shameless, but it is okay to identify as whatever I want to be, but I can't have better braids than you. Well, shameless, like I said, she's doing it. This chick is doing it, this black girl, because it's stupid. They didn't invent braided hair. Like I said, you go back and look at old Nat Geo or old pictures of Africa way back. Like cameras were fresh. There weren't no braids. They didn't have all the little beads in there. That came from Scandinavian people, from the Vikings. You can find tons of old paintings, and pictures from way back. Not camp pictures, of course, but paintings of people in the braids. One going on in Africa. This dumb, she's just too dumb. Her people have appropriated it, but she thinks it's the other way around. That's stupid. I'd like to have that in Congress. That's freaky. Oh, Hakeem Jeffries. That's cute. Republicans are on the run. I'm not even going to play his stupidity. But I've heard something like, Hakeem Jeffries says Republicans are on the run. Dude, your party looks like shit. You're decimated after the other night. I think this guy actually told Democrats, just sit and watch the speech, don't act like jackasses, and they did it anyway. So, yeah. Oh, God. All right, we are getting about done here. I'll be done here in about another 5-10 minutes, but we're going to stick with a couple funnies. So, guys, please hit the thumbs up if you haven't. I know it's been a slower night here, but as a small channel, that's what happens. YouTube sometimes sends your notifications out to a lot of people. Sometimes it doesn't. YouTube themselves admits they send out maybe 10 to 15% notifications, 10 to 15% of your viewers. And if you don't have many, guess what? So please do, and please share the channel out. I'm going to get a little more regular here, but I am still going to keep doing streams. Maybe not every night, but almost every night. Comment, not in the chat, but comment afterwards in the comments. Let me know what's good times and where you're at. Not your city, county, state, but what time zone you're in. Like I'm in the United States Central Time Zone. What is good times in my time? I know I got to do a little math or do Google. What are good times for me to come on and do these streams? If I've had a hard time, I'm trying to dance around certain people that even I enjoy watching. And my time with dog's wife, since I'm off here, we're going for a walk with our doggies. So let me know what's a good time. I've been dancing around trying to figure out a good time. So, yeah. But I'm still going to, and I am going to be picking up, let me know who is still interested in the red eye streams. I don't get a lot. They seem to get more views the next day, but I kind of enjoy them because I'm up and I'm cranky sometimes. But this one, okay, Clown World. If you're not following Clown World on X, you really need to. I'm not a BOY or a GIRL. Where do I pee? At home. That'd be my suggestion. At home. At home. What do you think? I think at home. Where do I pee? Yike. If you're biologically confused, we can show you in the biology book exactly where it comes from, if that helps you. Other than that, at home. If you want to play games, hold it till you get home. That's all there is to it. Dumb. Dumb to dumb, dumb, dumb. Well, shameless. Also, on your comment, you don't get to identify as whatever you want. You can identify as any gender you want, anything like that, but only Rachel Dolezal can say that she identifies as a different race. Piers Morgan tried that. He told this one person said they identify whatever. People identify as deerkin, and animals, and I am wolf self, and weird shit. He goes, okay, fine. So I am now a gay black woman. I identify as that. Well, you can't do that. Why not? I can identify as whatever I now identify as a gay black woman. And they had a cow. So it's bullshit. It's just whatever they feel like. What's acceptable to them. So yeah, you can't pull it. This guy's an idiot. But buyer's remorse. 76%, as I called up last night. Even on CBS, 76% approve of Trump's speech. Dum da dum dum dum. Oh, what was the new one? There was a new. Oh, where is it? Here, let me get this. I'll probably find it on X quicker. Hang on. Hang on. Well, I got to talk about my phone a little bit because I got that thing on silent. I'm getting notifications like crazy. Oh, come on. Where is it? Oh, here. Oh, my God. I don't know if you guys saw this. I am 62 and very old school. I don't know if I'm old school. I listen to a lot of new music. I still like my 90s club and dance and some of the newer ones. But I definitely have some old school leadings. But this is hilarious. This is this new hoax out that about the State of the Union, not the State of the Union, Trump's speech to Congress, he thanked Justice John Roberts on the way in. Patting him on the back, say, hey, thank you, I'll never forget it. Now they're screaming, oh, God, like this lefty. Thank you again, won't forget it. What could Trump be thanking Chief Justice Roberts for? It's not how you spell chief. It's shife there. Roberts for. Maybe when he voted to give him unlimited power? Totally ignoring how many times the Supreme Court has ruled against Trump. In fact, just the other day. So, dumb. Just the other day, they said he's got to pay. They decided not to weigh in and let a tiny little court that has no power in the Constitution tell Trump he has to give $2 billion in USAID money out. Still have to pay it out. So, yeah, okay, dummies. How many times has the Supreme Court ruled against Trump? So they help him out 40% of the time, rule against him 60%, and you're like, Jesus Christ, he's in the bag for Trump. You idiots. I don't know if you guys heard this, but this is dumb. I mean, Mark Dice. Oh, no, this is just Dice. I thought it was Mark Dice. Trump has caught a hot mic saying his Chief Roberts, thank you again, won't forget it. And hashtag corruption. You morons. Let me see if I can get it to play, see if I can find one that plays. You see it, and it's like, that's all you're going to think about? Here it is. All right, it may hit an ad. I don't know because I don't have freebie. Let's see, is the sound on? No. All right, sound is on. So let's hear this, oh my God, bombshell.
Here's something everyone missed last night at the State of the Union, Donald Trump's address to Congress, or the hell you want to call it. Donald Trump said to John Roberts something that everyone believes is a recognition of the vast powers and protections he gave Donald Trump when the Supreme Court ruled that Trump has absolute immunity for core acts. And that wasn't the only hot mic moment that happened last night. Here's the first one. Mike Johnson and J.D. Vance were caught talking about Trump's speech before it happened. And Speaker Johnson had some thoughts about what it was like to listen to Joe Biden's State of the Union address.
So, this is a big deal.
By the way, I think the speech is going to be great. But I don't know how you do this for 90 minutes.
The hardest thing was doing it during Biden, when the speech was a stupid campaign speech.
So what's wrong with that? Biden's speeches were tedious, stupid, screw-ups, mistakes, out-and-out lies. Come on. This guy's face. Look at this guy's face. Oh, how could you do that? Really?
Well, Donald Trump didn't do the 90 minutes very well, did he? He was lazy. He was tired.
What?
He lied for 90 minutes straight. And when Donald Trump lies to you for 90 minutes straight, it is critical that you make sure that you have a comprehensive set of news sources that give you the truth, not some false version of the truth and their biases. And that's why.
Well, the New York hat and the pretty boy face kind of say it all, but yeah, wow, beta. I talk like a beta? Yeah, because, okay. All you gotta do is toe the line and you get huge channel because of cult. So, okay. That was bad, huh? Trump just sat up there, low energy. Huh? Show me Biden going off the prompter as much as Trump did, then right back on it without missing a beat. You jackass. Let's see if I can find the other one. Jesus Christ. There it is. This is the biggie. This is the one they're throwing a cow fit about. Let's see if I can get it to hit where I want. There we go. Right there. All right. Might get an ad. We'll see what happens.
That makes him proud to go home to his family. And this does not make me proud.
Here it
what
is.
Donald Trump
Nothing makes you
says
proud.
here to John Roberts. It's
We
very
know you're
quick,
a hater, New York hat.
but I think, something's length does not mean it's not important or something we should be paying attention to. So here is what Donald Trump said to John Roberts, and then I'll have some reactions afterwards.
Oh, I bet you will.
Thank you again. Thank you again. Won't forget. So good.
By the way,
Yeah,
did you see what they just cut? Where did this start?
sir.
Where did this start?
Like
It's
that.
wrong one. Here, let me get back to where I was.
Or
Sorry, I
something we
said
should
the
be
wrong
paying
spot.
attention to.
Now watch where they
So
cut this.
Here is what Donald
Watch,
Trump
where
said
they brought
to
this
John
in.
Roberts, and then I'll have some reactions afterwards.
By the way, look at Amy Coney Barrett. She's turned out to be a big disappointment for the right. She is a hateful Dumbo. She has ruled against the right so many times. She's ruled against everything she supposedly believed and did in her whole career. She's just like John Roberts. John Roberts' whole career, he was way over here, and now he rules to this side as soon as he was Chief Justice. She's the same way. You look at her career, go back and look. Her rulings are public record. Go back and look. She was easily not Republican, but conservative. Now most of her votes, except for like the abortion thing, has been left. She hates Trump for some reason. And the only reason she has her job is because of him. It's kind of weird. But watch where they take this up.
Thank you again.
He was already shaking hands with the SCOTUS people. So it's not that he was just shaking with Roberts.
Thank you again. Won't forget. So good. Yeah, so good, sir.
I won't forget. That's it. Look at his face. Here's his face again.
Have
His shtick
some
is my
reactions
face.
afterwards.
My surprised face.
Thank you
My
again.
beautiful blue eyes.
Won't forget. So good.
Yeah, see, there it is.
Thank you.
Must be nice to be pretty.
Let's just listen one more time.
Thank you again. Thank you again. Won't forget. So good. So good, sir.
Thank you again. Thank you again. Won't forget. As this person noted, it's unclear what, if anything, Trump is referring to. What could Donald Trump be thinking?
Well, we know what he's referring to. Trump come out and made a statement. He's referring to he was just thanking him, one, for being there, two, for swearing him in. That's it. Trump said it in his own words, so he can act surprised, act like he doesn't know, act like whatever. We have Trump's own words where he posted saying exactly what it was. I was thanking him for being there, as he was with everybody else, shaking hands down the fucking line. Down this line. See this line? He was shaking hands with most of these people. In fact, they come in, he's already shaking hands with other people. If you play this whole thing back, if you go look this up, he was shaking hands down the line with multiple people. So we know exactly because Trump said what he was doing. I was thanking him for swearing me in and for being there, which tons of presidents do say stuff to these people. But oh no, because it's Orange Man, pretty eye boy over here, got to go. That's how you get a grift. You get a grift, you lie, and you get a bunch of subscribers. That's how it works on YouTube. I bet their algorithm pushes him like crazy. Sorry, YouTube, but you do. My video, you rumble. Okay, you're going to go, oh, jealousy. Fine. Untooting my own horn here a little. How's that? The video I posted last night on the Second Amendment bullshit. Holy crap. I'm not saying go watch it. But it got like 3 views on YouTube, on Rumble, Little Rumble. And I posted it with the exact same info. Nothing different, just to see what would happen. My Rumble channel, which is smaller, it got over like 30 views. Still not a lot. I'm nothing. I get it. Dum-dum in the basement. Not even a pretty dum-dum with nice pretty eyes to pop my eyeballs up at and toe the line. But it still got 10 times on a platform 50 times smaller. That says a lot. That says algorithm. I'm too small for Rumble to be pushing me. They wouldn't even look at me sideways. But YouTube, that shows kind of like, there's a possibility. Don't like this dude. He's not towing the line. I don't have the eyes for it. So yeah, this is the latest thing where they made such a big deal all day about ignoring Trump's thing. When Trump came out and said what exactly it was, he said, they said, oh, yeah, right, sure. Oh, sure. Right. So yeah, I'm just trying to find one more funny thing and we're going to get out of here, boy. Besides him, looks like Sloth from Ice Age. Oh, God. She did a dance video. She had time to do a dance video in the halls of Congress. You know, the hallowed halls. Jeez Louise. Choose your fighter. Oh, this is stupid. This is what Democrats think is going to make them cool again. Oh, Lord loves a duck. This is actually Tim Pool. He's had a couple of good ones lately. Democrats trying as hard as they can to create a single-party supermajority, but they also are trying to be relevant. They're trying to be cool. They are so trying, guys. They're trying to reach out. And they actually give stats on these people. Watch this crap. You're going to love this. They give her stuff. Sulhi, Jessica Wu. Bento box queen. Mommy of the century. Sleep deprived. Oh, my Lord. They think this is cool. AOC. By the way, anybody notice AOC has been gaining a lot of weight lately? New York's 14th commissioner is the youngest woman Latina to be elected to the House. And what is with her wallpaper and shit going on here? What has gone wrong in her house? I think she killed every zebra in Africa. If this is really her place or wherever this is, man, they've offed off half the zebras on Earth. Holy gods. They think this is going to be cool. What is that? Okay, wait. Is she pooping? This is like Joe Biden move. Poop, poop, poop. She's doing the Biden. Look at her hands. I am con Julio. I got poo-poo. That's what she's doing. What is that? This is what they think is going to draw people back to them. What is that? Wait a minute. What was that awkward jump in? Look at her. This is horrible. I'm stiff as a board. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jasmine. Oh, wow. Swing and stand. What is that stance? By the way, I don't want to hear people bitch about what people wear on the floor of our House and Senate when she wears shit like this. Is this really the great decorum and suit they demand of men except for, well, one guy? Is that really better? She is ghetto. She is very ghetto. Not a morning person. Not an any person. I just thought that was just insane. The YMCA dance, it's not. That's so true. But they think this is going to draw people back. They think that's going to bring, we're going to bring the youngs people back. No, they're not. Oh, my God. Oh, let's see here. I just want one good, goody. Let's go, actually go over to Cat Turd and see if he's putting out anything funny. Ooh, what is, they did it again. SpaceX? You know, we can win on a little inspiration. How about we just look at a little Elon Musk insanity here, amazingness. Holy crap, this is crazy. Look at this.
Once again, we're going to ignite first the Center 13 engines.
Now this, you gotta love this.
Coming up here momentarily.
This is, people are pissed at this guy. Look at this. This is like shit from sci-fi when I was a kid. Just having us be able to do this. Little primary, ow, Urbexy. This is so fucking cool. Look at that.
What an incredible sight.
That is amazing. That is so cool. Comes in and just grabs
into
it.
the chopstick arms once again.
God dang. That is friggin' amazing. I mean, friggin' amazing.
Wow.
Can you imagine just trying to hit that
will-
target? You're coming in from hundreds of miles up, and you're going to hit a target that's like, let's say, 100 feet around from 200 miles up. That is exceptional. And by the way, Urbexy, nice one. If they want to choose a fighter, hold a primary. Boop, tsh. I actually think Urbexy might get comment of the night. That is good. But dude, that is amazing. You talk about ending on a America First stream. Look at this. That is amazing. Look at that speed.
Once again, we're going to ignite.
Slowing that
right
sucker.
Now, booster using its 4
2,200
hypersonic
kilometers an
bridge fins to
hour.
help
Slowing.
guide itself through this
Hit them
atmospheric
rockets. I love when they
entry
ignite
back
that
for
crap.
Its precision landing.
That
at the
is
launch
nuts.
site.
Already slowing
Once
it, but
again,
then
we're going to
poof.
ignite first
Watch that
the
speed.
Center 13
Watch that shit.
engines. We can see
Poof.
that coming up here momentarily.
Look at that shit slow. Holy crap. Now that's a
This
set
is
of
gonna
brake
come down to
pads.
3 engines. As
Look at
the
that.
booster slows down for
From like
its
2,000 kilometers an hour to poof. Screw you.
And we just heard the sonic boom.
Oh, it's so amazing. Sonic boomed it.
What an incredible sight to see these super heavy boosters.
Look at that engine back and
gliding
forth.
down into the chopstick
That is
arms.
so
What
amazing to me.
an
I love this shit.
incredible sight
Look at that
to see the
nozzle.
super heavy booster gliding down
Balancing
into
itself
the
so
chopstick
beautifully.
arms once again.
How do you not get excited? That is so amazing. I like how it still says it's doing 3 kilometers an hour. That's a little frightening.
The landing.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That will never
is
get
nuts.
All right. We saw 12 out of 13 light for that landing burn. Booster still able for that
That is
precision
amazing.
flight.
I'm going to tell you right now, this right here, that is what NASA is missing. NASA is not inspiring. You don't see people cheering like this for NASA these days. Oh, we got a little probe that's going to go up and wander around and scoop some dirt. What Elon's doing here is going to get people back into space. This is exciting. We get to watch a standard penis-looking rocket launch another robot up. And we're going, dude, let's get out there. Elon's the only one trying to get us out there. He is outpacing NASA. There's a couple other companies too, by the way. Go look them up. One just landed a probe on the moon last week, and I got to watch it live. Landing on the moon. Crazy cool, guys. Texas-based company. A little bit of a war against them and Musk. Can't beat it. Hells yes. But they're inspiring. They're causing excitement. Making people, kids out there, hey, I want to be an astronaut. I want to fly on these things. NASA's not doing any of that. We spend a fuckload on NASA, and they are behind. NASA needs doged. I know, conflict of interest, but they need doged. This is stupid. Only cool thing NASA has is Artemis, and it's still not that cool, Rebexy. Yeah, it's like landing a tower. That is crazy. Yeah, the test of physics and watching that nozzle work and the engines, how quick it slows. And it is inspiring. You get goosebumps. When's the last time NASA gave anybody goosebumps? Really? Well, this probe is going to, oh, wow, looky, we're going to scoop some dirt. It's really cool. Here's our probe. Here's our picture. It doesn't inspire. Our space agencies used to inspire. They don't. It's left to these private companies. I can't remember the one who landed on the moon here last week, but I was up late. I ran into it and watched it live. They landed a probe on the moon. NASA, what the fuck are you doing? Nothing. Well, we got a plan coming up in about 10 years. We're going to launch another one to take flybys around an asteroid and look at the rings on this planet. And then we're going to head to here. And the average person's going, the fuck? I'm sorry, but some of you nerdy people may love that. Watch on data. But real people want to get out there. We want to see stuff. Really see amazing pictures, amazing videos. We want you to look for life a little more. We want to get people on the ground so people can walk around. I'm sorry, these little probes can't do half the work in 10 years what a person can do up there in an hour. They're like, dig, analyze, send it back and forth. By the time the transmissions get back and forth, I'm telling it to do shit. No, get a person up there with a shovel. My God. This is going to make people inspired. Elon will make humanity interplanetary. Either Elon or one of these other companies. It was like Blue something or Blue Bull or Blue something. They landed one the other day. Let's see if I can find it. But nobody's inspiring. There. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh, come on. No. It's Firefly. Yeah, Firefly Blue Ghost landed on the moon this last weekend. It's kind of a big deal. They landed this thing, and I watched it happen live. I happened to be up. It was nuts. It was crazy. They landed this thing, and it was so cool to watch. So, yeah, let me see here. But no, we're not doing that much. I mean, NASA did a little thing back in the day, but nobody's really looking at this stuff. These are private companies. Why are we spending so much on NASA if they're not going to kick up? I mean, look at that. That is nutso, man. Going on in. Wow. Between Firefly and you got Musk and all these people, it's just nuts what's going on. Blue Origin is Jeff Bezos. I don't think that's Blue Origin, though, is it? I don't think that was Blue Origin. I think it's a whole different company. This isn't Bezos. I don't think this is Blue Origin. This is, like I said, this is Firefly. I don't think it's Blue Origin. Yeah, Firefly Blue Ghost. Firefly is the company. It's Firefly. That's the company name. It's just nutso. Yeah, Texas company Firefly Aerospace. Blue Ghost lander touched down on the moon on Sunday. Became the first successful commercial moon landing. Nuts. It was cool. I was on YouTube live. Or was it Rumble? One of the two, but it was live. Yeah, Firefly Aerospace. Dude, I'll tell you what. I don't think America could lose. I don't think America can lose Texas. We are losing a shitload if we lose Texas. But they were all freaking out watching this thing coming down, man. You could see how tense they were in that control room. And your goosebumps were going. I just can't stop saying enough. When is the last time anybody in this country got a goosebump from NASA? NASA has lost the people and done the people disservice by playing games, playing it safe. Well, as soon as somebody get hurt. Fuck you. Exploring is dangerous. Exploring excites. And the chance of getting hurt or in the record books or vice versa or being the first to do something is what gets people out there, gets us excited. Gets them goosebumps up. Oh my God, I might this. I'm sitting on all this boom boom stuff. Oh my God, I might boom. I may not make it. My life support fail halfway. It doesn't matter. It's exciting. It gets people's brains going. It gets us wishing and thinking better. We don't see it. But yeah, Blue Ghost. It was Firefly Aerospace. Insane. No, NASA isn't Firefly. NASA is in conjunction, but Firefly Aerospace did most of that themselves. They had NASA okay, NASA help. But Firefly Aerospace built that sucker. They are not full NASA. I was watching them talk about that on that stream. Because people are like, well, you're working with NASA. NASA had something to do with it, but not most of that was Firefly Aerospace did that. And their mission control was the one controlling that sucker, not NASA's. They were the ones bringing that and controlling everything. So yeah, it's insane. I don't know about interplanetary. We can technically live there as a dome or something. Reminds me of Walt. Here's the thing. What if we just live underground? We can delve. There's probably caves we can delve into. You want to get away from the radiation or anything? Underground. people talk about it all the time. Hell, look at some of the movies. Hell, look at, oh, come on. Got the movie over there. Schwarzenegger. God dang it. Lost it. Total Recall. They got half their stuff is underground in tunnels. There's a lot of people in the past, just tunnels. And you have other areas with domes. You have the domes areas. They got, the domes that have layer of water in them so the radiation will come through. It's not hard. But interplanetary, should definitely be doing. If we'd have kept going at the pace we were in the 60s and 70s and not backed off, we'd already be at the moon. We'd be by far we'd have bases on the moon. We'd have bases on Mars by now. But we backed off. We got lazy. And NASA hasn't helped. I think NASA... You said, nah, not NASA. Okay. Oh, no, that was right. I see. I caught up. I swear. Pale and dead looking as Elon on a beach. I think we should be able to colonize at least our solar system. And think about it this way. What's our technology going to be like in, I'm not saying we're going to be Starship Enterprise or anything. And Zefram Cochrane's going to be testing his first warp engine. But where is our technology going to be in 200 years? Think about what the men went to the moon with. This has 10,000 times, I believe, the computing power and storage capacity of the computers that sent man to the moon. The fact that we haven't taken a shuttle, those shuttles are capable of going to the moon and back. This is the laziness. Well, it's not. We don't know about the safety risks. Fuck you. Take a chance. Inspire people. Get out there. And the funny thing is, they're not willing to let people take the chance. If there's people willing to do this, let them go. My God, it's stupid. It's just stupid. It was nerve-wracking because the sensor failed on the one leg. Yeah, they couldn't tell. I was watching that. You're right. The one leg, when they landed, it still showed 3 legs. It only showed the 3 feet had sensor triggered. But they're like, well, it's not moving. It's not tipping over. We're down. The computer, the camera's looking down. Hey, the thing's not moving. We're good. And that was their biggest problem. You're right. Glad you saw it. But yeah, for a second they were like, okay, wait a second. Nothing's moving. We're good. Yeah. You have to go way back to shuttle program to get NASA goosebumps. Exactly. Thing is, those shuttles, the fact that we took those offline without having something else ready to go just shows how lazy NASA got. They lost the people. In fact, if you look back at NASA, they lost NASA right there. When they took the shuttle program off the shelf without ever having anything to replace it, people went, they knew we weren't out there anymore. We're not exploring, we're not seeing, we're not doing. People are like, well, what the fuck? Well, we're going to go to these little robot thingies and just fly little probes around. People are like, no. And I ask, like a lot of people, why didn't we take these shuttles to the moon? These things were like driving in a fancy tour bus compared to those damn capsules we sent to the moon with the astronauts. We could have sent these guys to the moon in luxury compared to the Apollo people. That thing could have gone to the moon and back easy, comfortably. And with this payload bay, you could have carried 2 or 3 landers in that. And who knows the shit we could have brought back. But they never did it. Well, there's safety concerns. Stupid. That was dumb. The automotive computers of 90s were more powerful than the moon landing. Yeah, 100%. 100%. The OBD-1 80s computers were smarter. Let alone this. And there's no reason we shouldn't have flown a shuttle to the moon. People have checked. I thought at first they were full of shit. No, you go look it up. Those things were easily capable of getting to the moon back. Like I said, they were Cadillacs compared to what those men took. Latched down that little pod with their little seats and everything. Couldn't move or anything. Shit. The shuttle's got space. They get to move around and look around and carry the sports cars in the bay. They could carry landers and rovers and everything in that sucker. I think the bay, somebody was posting on that is big enough to carry 2 landers and 2 rovers in that thing and then carry back all the shit you want. It's stupid. So yeah. They have a weird thing now called the space plane. It's a drone about 10th the size of the shuttle. They don't say what it's doing. They've had that for a long time. That was the space plane program supposed to be able to replace the shuttle, but they've done nothing. They made big noise for like 5-10 years after they got rid of the shuttles, but they've done nothing since. We're going to have another one ready to go here real soon. Mooncraft computers were like a little more than cluster transistors. Yeah, the code has to be tiny to even run exactly. It's crazy. Elon has a boring company. Boring. I know what you mean. That can dig big ass tunnels. Yeah. Did you see the launch tonight, Starship 8? No, I didn't. When did that happen? Damn it. Well, I'm on here. Yeah, dang. To boldly go where no man has gone before. Yeah. We'll even take a few woman with us. We ain't taking no zimzers. We don't want to spread that out in the universe. Zimzer. Oh, aliens won't want to talk to us. It's in our nature. Yeah, that's the problem. You're holding back nature. Took loads up parts of the ISS. That's the thing. NASA doesn't even supply most of its own shit when they needed people saved. I mean, this is stupid. NASA, get off your ass. I grew up so into that stuff. I took astronomy class. I was always watching stuff. There was an old show on PBS called Project Universe in the day. I used to watch it after I went to school every day. From the Griffith Observatory ran that show. It's amazing. Wow, that's really cool. That's really cool. I'll have to check that, Rebexy. Thanks, man. That is crazy. Huh. Hey, I'm all for it. NASA's not doing it. Somebody needs to. My God. Makes you wonder how much money we're wasting there. All right, guys, I got to get going. I hear my dog's getting nutty upstairs. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Sorry I wasn't quite as active as stream tonight, but small channel, and that's what YouTube does. Sometimes they send notifications out. Sometimes they do not. And if you go read, even the big channels only get between 10 and 20% of their subscribers get notifications. So that's what it is. But it's been fun. If aliens would know which probe to use. Or Bexy, thank you very much. I know how late it is for you there. I appreciate it. Also, like I said, man, I wanted to let you know, I did not discount what you said. I went and read a lot. UK is by far one of the best countries over there with dealing with Russia and not taking from them. I do think you should be buying what you are buying from them from America, though. But hey, finally, UK is doing something good. I'm happy with that. There's the doggies I'm going to be walking in a little bit. I don't know how I did that. How did I do that? Well, that's weird as hell. Oh, there. Well, that's weird. How did it do that? Huh. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Go walk some dogs. Thank you for stopping in. Please share the stream out or the channel out with anybody. As I am trying to grow it a little bit. I know I'm not going to be salty or any of these guys, but it's always nice. I do better when I feed off the chat. I like it. Gray got notified. That's good. Well, you're the one of the 10%. What keeps doing that? How do I keep doing that? That is so weird. I keep doing it on accident. Huh. But I can't do it on purpose. Well, that's weird as hell. Sorry. Just squirrel. All right, guys. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later. I can hear booting upstairs. I'm being warned. Hey, we got to go. I'll talk. Hey, there it is. I did it. That's how I do it. There's the dogs. We'll be walking them. All three of them. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. And I probably do one of these. If not every night, it'd be almost every night. Then sometimes we'll do some red eye streams. Partially because I'm just up and like to do it. All right.